Players want to play. It is what it is. You can count us in. Hey everybody, how's it going? We're up for another round of BostonBlueBeat online. I'm Tuito. I'm going to be joined shortly by my co-commentator Adroth. We're coming in at you real quick with our first set. This is going to be AJShifter versus Jetstorm 5. AJShifter, of course, being a new 13 player. Getting their feet wet with the game. They often play in TMN brackets, if I remember correctly. And Jetstorm, who I'm less familiar with, but I do recall that they had played in our last bracket just like a week or two ago. So, should be pretty interesting here. Of course, per usual, our brackets being at the same time and same place. Mondays at 8 p.m. here on our Twitch stream, but let's get right into it. This matchup is a little hard to describe in some respects. In the sense that it varies so heavily between the players, given just the kind of options both have. So we'll kind of see what plays out here. Right now, AJShifter opting to back up a pretty decent amount here. IAD ends up whiffing here, a bit of a shaky situation. Jet managing to get their first interaction going here. But the fuzzy jump on the dead spike, really important to make sure that you're jumping those consistently. But combo drop could have been a little rough here. We're still going to move forward, however. Shifter's probably going to get a pretty decent knockdown off of this. And Ragnar's already at like half health. New 13 is obviously not known for doing a lot of damage, but when so many of these scrambles and trades go in her favor, it doesn't matter. Ragnar with 10k health makes that a little easier to work with in securing the kills right there with the super. Pretty good stuff to AJ taking the first round here. I wonder, are we going to see a backdash round start? Oh, it's going to be ID back on the Hell's Fang. And Jetstorm trying to commit really fully to the Hell's Fang follow-up, probably fishing for a counter hit there, but given how minus it is, that's a quick punch. That's 4k damage. That is nothing to scoff at. That's a really good punch, I'm not going to lie. Another Hell's Fang fully committing to it. No meter for RC either. Jesus. I think if I'm Shifter at this point, I'm just going to expect Jetstorm to just full send it, because that's been twice now in so many short interactions already, despite the explosive round one. However, Jetstorm getting their initial hit here. Want to dash up, trying to run their offense just in range of the reversal super. That does not hit very close in front of New 13. It is not a good reversal by all means, but Jetstorm happened to be positioned in the exact place. And I like the adjustment from AJShifter right here, opting for more of the gravity well. This nullifies, well, not entirely nullifies, but it makes Hell's Fang a much worse option in general due to it decreasing Ragnar's speed. So if it even, so majority of the time it's likely to whiff, if at all even connect, right? So even if it connects, there's not much that Ragnar is probably going to get done, and literally the speed of the move decreases, so it's easier to react to and kind of plan out your movement accordingly. So I think the gravity wells, after separating and creating space, have been really good from Shifter. I'm curious to see if he'll do more of that, or try to find ways to command dash around. Another Hell's Fang. Jetstorm is not fazed by this whatsoever. Oh my god. Solid start here going on. DP roast, that could have been huge for a punish. 5C counter hit, however. This is going to be pretty great damage unless we get a combo drop. Yes, indeed, I am cursing this bracket in only the first game. Gravity well is set up here, blocking the J2C, but oh my goodness, that was really cool, getting the Crescent to combo off of the Luminous in that situation there. Did get a blue beat, however. Jetstorm probably not realizing that that wasn't going to be a true confirm, but still moving forward here. AJShifter is looking poised to honestly take this round off of the next knockdown. This isn't going to be able to kill even if they pop OD, I believe. Prove me wrong, however. Oh no. Jetstorm, it probably hard to notice, but Jetstorm actually got a back roll in that situation, and then the J2D picked up for a new combo, which resulted in them dying since, of course, the combo unscaled. If they're already placing themselves in the corner, this is one thing that I've noticed in their play in a few instances where, as a zoner, right, your objective is to back up and create space, but it's really important to find times to get your forward movement in. And there's a lot of instances in which AJShifter corners themselves rather quickly. Good blocks, however. Blocks the Gauntlet Hades, no punish, however. 50 meter for Jetstorm, so if we see a Hell's Fang after these scrambles, we could probably see an RC into them starting their offense. Though, that is assuming that these scrambles end. Oh my goodness. Burst comes out here, blocks the reversal super, no punish, however. A little far, I guess, on that respect. I was not expecting Shifter to be able to jump immediately afterwards. Alright, let's see. Are we going to get a DP here? 50 meter available. Yes, it does indeed connect. Simple 2A meaties right there. Going to catch the... I believe that was a quick rise right there. Looking pretty good for Jetstorm in this case. Trying to go for the safe jump here. Gauntlet Hades from far away catches, and Shifter bursts there. Not entirely sure if... Oh, okay, hold on a second. We got the Legacy Edge here. We'll talk about that interaction at the end of the set. Let's see if AJShifter can end it, and they do indeed. So, what I was going to say is that I'm not entirely sure necessarily about the burst in that situation, partially because Shifter had such dominance over there. The burst, of course, does place... Jetstorm back at full screen, and given the neutral interactions there, I think Shifter was very comfortable in terms of just putting them back and then forcing them to kind of reapproach. And I think a lot of times in zoner matchups, it is a uniquely frustrating thing to finally get in or finally get your knockdown and then immediately eat a burst from the zoner. So sometimes I can mess with people and draw out a bit more desperation. Either way, it works out for Shifter in that case. And we are all set here. So, probably going to take our next set coming up here is going to be JoshuaVV versus Deltarunner. I forget who Deltarunner plays, but Joshua, if you've checked out any sort of BlazBlue whatsoever, you know Joshua is a Makoto player by and large. So, I think this will be very, very interesting here. We don't get the chance to see a lot of Makotos in general, and Joshua is very fun to play against. Last time I played against them was briefly at what was it? Oh, it was for last year's beach episode, actually. So that was almost half a year ago now. I played him in like casuals. It was really awesome. Joshua is in general a very cool guy, so always happy to see them pull up there. Let me see. We do have a couple of things to talk about while we're waiting on our next set here, so I'll walk y'all through them briefly. Keep in mind that our next monthly is coming up this weekend on the 16th. We'll be coming back with all of our regular titles, so that's CF, Strive, Exerd, Sailor Moon S, and so on and so forth. Mind you, Tekken 7 and GranBlue vs. Rising are going to be at the monthly as well, so that'll be a lot of fun. If you guys are big GranBlue fans, be sure to show up for that. I know Lennox is super, super hyped. And if you want to get a chance to play against Taku's GranBlue versus Top 8er and commentator, then I would make sure to pull up for that. Now we're going to move into our set here. So this is going to be Lambda versus Makoto. I am not super familiar with a lot of Makoto's matchup spreads, but in general, I'm very curious to see how Joshua might use tools like Asteroid Vision to force out more whiffed drives from Deltarunner. Asteroid Vision as a neutral tool is quite potent, given the ambiguity and various options Makoto has for it, especially when she does the 214A, I believe is the version where she's on the ground, and she's got all the follow-ups. So, we'll see kind of what happens here in terms of neutral play. For the time being, though, we got our first engagement here. Joshua netting the first hit, immediately dropping, sadly. And another immediate drop from Deltarunner. We get the C follow-up right here. Not the full extension that Joshua could have gone for, but this is fine. Joshua opting for the mash follow-up after that on the OD. I think that's pretty reasonable to go for on the RPS situation there. Blocking that very minus follow-up there from the Act Parser in this situation. Gonna look pretty good for Joshua here, getting their first knockdown. Jesus, that was so fast. I got hit. I genuinely thought there was gonna be a minor pause, and Joshua immediately went for 2B. I got cooked. I won't lie, I got very, very cooked. Alright, we're going to move into the next round here. Burst gauges are very even for both players. Deltarunner is going to try to aggress right there immediately with the IAD J2C. And Joshua looks so comfortable just blocking out situations there. And the ball for Joshua, I understand the idea of it. Not successful in that interaction, but I think in certain cases where they might get the chance to be very preemptive with ball placement, we might see that end up being more effective. For the time being, though, they have to deal with kind of neutral in this situation here. They get the 5A in this area here. Gonna look pretty good here. Right, just going for the simple knockdown. Blocks the reversal. This should be mad damage. Oh, I think that was like a 5B punish right there in that situation here. Alright, let's see kind of what we get following up. Got the ball here, goes for the super. This is not enough meter for the double super, actually, so... Oh, doesn't get the pickup. I'm actually really curious to see if 5C was going to pick up there, or if that was meant to be like a DP to get a knockdown. Jesus! Look at that, another asteroid vision, and mind you, this time it ended up baiting out the counter assault there. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, let's see what we get following up here for game 2. Right now, Joshua's been able to keep Deltarunner on the back foot. Some of these drops in a few scramble situations might provide an opportunity there, but I think if Deltarunner kind of backs up and relaxes a little bit, they'll have a lot more opportunities to establish themselves in neutral. They've been trying to push the pace really quickly, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but when you're engaging with Makoto, her strongest spacing is when you are right in front of her or at like kind of a close to mid-range. So setting up more of the wheels like this, the gravity seed in particular is very effective. A little closer, so ends up getting beaten up from Josh just dashing out through there, but already a pretty good adjustment here. Blocks the 5C, goes for the plus frame follow-up. That's like +5 if I recall correctly on the correct one. Oh, goes for the overhead this time. Alright, OD comes out. Proper OD on the 3C. This is going to be a solid punish. Not a lot of OD timer here, but regardless, this means that Deltarunner is probably going to run out of their OD timer fully. Yeah, falls into the ball in that situation, steals the corner, and finds a hit here. And Joshua is at set point already here at BostonBlueBeat Online. Things are looking good in this situation here. Oh goodness, alright. Deltarunner ended up getting the first hit of this. Setting up the gravity well is going to look very good. And I think if Deltarunner manages to goad, right, like just goad straight up Joshua into approaching in reckless ways, it'll be very effective for them. Jesus! That's a very belligerent option right there from off of the Act Parser right there. I'm wondering if that's intentional or if they're misinputting there, because normally you get the 236B, it's like, I think it's 236A, 6B is the follow-up right there that goes for the low, and Deltarunner can opt for the 22D afterwards in order to back off. And yeah, it looks like it's pretty intentional right there, but given how minus it is in the amount of times Joshua is comfortable just blocking, it's not going to work out super well. Let's see, goes for the low option there. Joshua attempts to take their turn back. OD's on the 6C, not fast enough for the punish, however. Probably from the guard cancel. OD recovers frames. Good RC on the counter assault bait here. Not going to be able to get their full extension here, but this is looking quite good for Joshua. Plus frames once more. It's so difficult to challenge in that portion. Cross trigger, in fact. Burst is coming up real soon for Deltarunner, but if Joshua gets enough meter and finds that point and confirm, they might be able to super and end it. Not quite there, however. Deltarunner ends up getting their burst here. Couple of 5Ds right there, and Deltarunner just trying to find another way. They need to play out yet another round, but they're down in resources, down in health, trying to go for the throw. Not going to work out. The drive ends up whiffing, and the JC gets it done. Makoto's natural movement is so strong, and it's very good for... And it's very good for just making approaches using natural movement there. Just kind of in general, right? Like, it's easy to forget, but Makoto has one of the best dash speeds in the game. Some of the best dash speeds in the game are amongst, like, Tsubaki, Makoto, Terumi. S's dash speed is solid. She technically accelerates really quickly, and that's kind of like the big thing there. But yeah, just kind of in general, very good. So we're going to get our next set coming up here. I believe, yes, this will indeed be Playguy versus Xtremesonic. So this will be 9 versus Ragnar the Blood Edge. Playguy, if you guys don't know, I believe Playguy. I always forget regions of players, so let me not even make the assessment. But Playguy, a very strong Ragnar player. They've top 8'd at several majors at this point. They top 8'd, if I recall correctly, at Combo Breaker 2022. I forget if they top 8'd at Combo Breaker 2023 exactly. That one was a bit of a blur. Yes, they did. No, never mind. I'm a lying liar. They definitely top 8'd at Combo Breaker 2023. I literally played them. That feels embarrassing. But yeah, Playguy, very strong player, pretty well known at this point. And Xtremesonic is a relatively newer player. They've been playing 9 for I don't remember exactly how long, but they've been playing for a pretty decent amount of time in TMN brackets. They have been, in general, like rather present. Always nice to see some newer faces around. So that being said, this matchup is interesting. It's very much so kind of like determined a lot in certain ways by how both players are playing. I know a lot of Ragnar
really
players
low. Let me turn you up. That is insane.
What's up, Arrow? Hello. Anyways, what are your opinions on Ragnar versus 9?
Oh, you're still kind of low. We'll deal with it. Anyways, hello everybody. It's me, Adroth. Sorry for the extremely late surprise, but hey, I'm commentating BBBO, so that's pretty cool.
You're on color people time, brother. I don't think you could quite do that. No worries.
I sound good. Hoping I do.
You sound fine. 1 second. I will ping him in the chat right there. But this should be pretty interesting. All things considered here. Amethyst at the round start there. Xtremesonic looks like is comfortable playing this out relatively slowly. Play Guy is a relatively patient player in general, so kind of reciprocating it in kind here. However, Xtremesonic finally managing to get their first hit already. Furioki is set, trying to go for a left-right in that situation there. Rock ends up connecting.
Oh, wait, let him cook. He's gonna do like 1 trillion damage and like 7 HP points for life steal.
Yeah, that actually really did do like nothing for life steal.
It sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not the craziest, but the damage I think is good. A little difficult sometimes to route it and drive moves accordingly. TRM coming in here in this situation, gonna look pretty good for Play Guy here. Honestly, I think if they either delayed their confirm or did something different, they might have been able to pop OD and end up securing the kill there. Good block on the reversal super here, and Play Guy is moving forward on the second round.
Yep, pretty good, solid first round. Now, I assume you've already talked about how much of a menace Jay is in this matchup for Ragnar, right?
Oh, I have not. Please feel free to talk about it.
Okay, so as resident mid-level pro tag player, I can confirm Jay is literally like the equalizer in this matchup. Ragnar with his speed and kind of range can threaten Jay from a lot more places than you'd think, which allows him to use more buttons in the matchup. But 9's teleport makes it all the more risky, as if Ragnar commits to something, 9 can just dash through it, which sucks.
In certain respects, I think one of the big things is just how much do you commit to your movement and how well do you place yourself in just a general threatening range. Like, NJA, I think, is kind of emblematic of that, where because it's such a low recovery button, even if you were to kind of like dash and jump up with JA and 9 teleports, it's not like you're in JC or like, God forbid, like JD with recovery or something like that. So you kind of have time to react and reposition accordingly here. We're kind of seeing that instance, we're in that like right there actually, where Play Guy with the JA immediately had time to JC. Now 9 was of course positioned above Play Guy, but kind of to just talk about what it looks like. Not necessarily quickly by like the frames, but you get the idea.
Oh no, what a drop!
That's a traffic drop.
Oh my god, Play Guy, you're like my GOAT as of like the last 2 years of CF online. You gotta clean it up, please.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say a way lower number, and I was about to be like, Jesus Christ. Oh my, 2 years is kind. 2 years is kind. 2 years is kind.
I mean, it's kind of like where I'm at with online CF, because like there's so many newer players thanks to the advent of rollback about 2 years ago, where it's just, oh my god, it's hard to keep up. My offline heart can't take it.
In some respects, yeah. Sonic ends up air dashing out of there. Play Guy's looking very low on barrier, actually. If Xtremesonic presses the tempo a little bit and sets up like meteors and CT, they could very well just straight up drain Play Guy of all of their barrier and put them in danger state.
Oh my god,
what a drop and another criminal drop. I'm actually shocked that he went for CT there. I feel like if Play Guy just kind of buffered Astral on the second hit, that would have worked out a little bit better.
Yeah.
Since Astral has a pretty solid range there.
Yeah. And despite being -11, it feels damn near unpunishable. Like, am I the only one who thinks that? Just for Ragnar's Astral?
I think it's just, there's a lot of Astrals in this game that recover faster than you think, or invuln longer than you think, and interacting with them is super, super weird.
Yeah. Dude, there's some fraudulent ass Astrals in this game, but like stuff like that is why you just have to love CF. There's so much to go about in this game.
Rather patient round start here. Xtremesonic opting to back up with the jump back J here.
Oh,
right
something
now,
else I should note about this matchup. Something else I should note. Getting 9 to block like JC or JA is a win of it in of itself. Sorry, because something I kind of realized is that you don't have to kind of gun and aim to whip punish everything. Just getting her to block, because she does not have the best defense in the game. You know, it's a really good state for Rogner to be in. And with Jay having like low recovery, I don't know if you saw earlier, but Play Guy was trying to control the space and ended up having 9 block and all that.
Yeah. Right now, Play Guy running their offense here, looking very good on resources. They can kill on the next hit pretty solidly, especially if it's like a B normal here. But the 4C ends up connecting here. Let's see what Xtremesonic's got. Gonna get the freeze here, Karaoke.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Oh, that was counter assault or something.
What's good with you, man?
That was a 6B that came out. Their input got crossed up. They were probably matching counter assault or something. Alright, sets the fairy here. Really looking heavy for the jump with the 6C there.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's super big whiff, but that was like a deer in headlights moment, I feel. Especially with meteors.
Oh my god, speaking of deer in headlights, 20 seconds left on the clock. JA connects into the Nightmare Edge. Okay,
Alright, Play Guy just barely has a health lead, and as long as they get enough drive normals in their next block string, they actually will secure it with shit. Alright, but the throw gets her done. Yep. That was playing it close. Sometimes I think it's very easy when like you are looking at a timeout situation to like kind of aggress anyway. But I think for Nyan especially, she has very good buttons like 5B and 2B and Mono Wind to push an opponent away. So I think if Xtremesonic leans on that a little bit more, they'll be able to at least generate spells like, relatively safely while Play Guy kind of plays it out calmly like this.
Something I was thinking about in that last, timeout situation is like the positioning of the characters, because Ragnar was kind of inching 9 towards the corner, and I think that's kind of the last place you want to be. In that situation.
The big thing though was that by the time like the round ended, it was more that like Play Guy once he got the like initial hits and oh wait, hold on, this OD's probably gonna result in
back to losers with you.
I never trust Ragnar OD confirms because I've seen literally everybody drop literally anything from there.
Dude, okay, as resident Ragnar player, you're right, but like, screw you.
No, I'm like,
I'm definitely
on
that list.
Yeah, it's just something about Ragnar confirms. It's also because like Ragnar's a very common character, but it's always a random OD route that just doesn't go quite right, and you're like, man, that sucks, huh?
Dude, for me, I've been playing this game for like, what, 5 years? It's like when Hell's Fang, you don't cross under in the corner. I'm a deer headlights whenever it happens. And I still don't understand why it happens. I think it might have something to do with like how you launch them before the OD pop, but that's a big one for me.
I couldn't tell you. I wish I could, but I can't. Sometimes it's just how the cookie crumbles. Oh, okay, we got Lucy coming in against Adroth.
Ooh, Lucy might go. I love watching her TBT, dude.
Lucy's fun to see on the scene. They're just a very cool person in general.
Yep.
They've been a pretty positive voice, I would say, in general, of the newer online generation.
Yeah, and definitely. But Adroth, been around here for a while, been on the block for a while, and oh my god, dude, his Susanoo just makes me shiver every time I think about it. Delay based or rollback.
It's beating me up a lot. I played my Taku, I got cooked.
Oh boy.
Right now. I got cooked. Literally, Fantas played, I think Fantas did pretty solidly. Then I like pulled up, I got murdered. I was like, ah damn. And then I didn't see them in bracket, I was like, thank god.
Dude.
Oh my god, and it's so funny. I'll talk to Adroth, he'll be like, I didn't know how this like, he knows Susanoo like the back of his hand, right? Like, he knows this character super well. But I remember playing him online so many times and be like, I don't know half of like how Bullet works, and then he'd beat me up, and I'd be like, oh my god, this is nuts.
Dude, that's like the best, worst feeling, because you get to teach like the other person like so much about your character and like so much about how you approach the character. But also like, dude, how am I losing to you? Oh, come on.
It's just the worst for me. I'm not gonna lie, it's just the worst for me. I'm getting beat up, and this person doesn't even know how my character works. How did this happen?
Oh boy. Like my god, that was dirty. Dude.
Yeah, that's bad.
That was dirty. That was like kind of Guilty Gear-esque use of RC just to, you know, right before the second hit connect, just throw in there. That's really nice. That's really nice.
We are 1 round in here. Adroth with a pretty dominant performance thus far. Let's see what Lucy's got on hand here. 6C ends up connecting, however, and this is the way the cookie crumbles. Immediate DP unlock here for Adroth. 6D ends up connecting. You'll see that spacing when Adroth is like a backdasher's like width away, where he'll start using the 6D. It's a little less minus, but most importantly, it's extremely difficult to punish due to the way that Susanoo rears back afterwards. Should be on the sides up here. Good routing from Lucy right there.
Dude, this is why I love watching Lucy. There's like no one else doing stuff like this. It's so great. Oh my god, blocking a crush trigger, dude. Oh my god, Adroth.
Walking up patiently, good TRM in this situation here. Looking quite good. Should be able to get like a basic corner extension here. Alright, let's see what our offense is looking like. Oh no! Ends up jumping but doesn't commit to any button whatsoever, and Adroth going to use that opportunity to get their last hit and seal it away, right? You're going to kill them, right?
Okay, that's a kill, that's a kill. I trust in Adroth.
They could have
anyone
like
to not drop stuff, it's definitely Adroth.
They could have supered like 3 buttons ago. I was very anxious. I was like,
dude,
you
that
could
ain't
use super
flashy.
instead of EA.
Dude, that ain't flashy, dude. We gotta see the cool anime animation.
I think it's just what Adroth autopiloted into. Adroth is such an interesting person in the realm that like you'll see them randomly tweet out like crazy meta, but they never do it really in game like that.
I'm not the only.
They're not the person that's like, hey, check out this like insane meta like combo here. Like they're always just doing like, okay, this is like kind of optimal, and this is what made sense to me right then and there. So I just did it.
I mean, that also just goes to show, like, in a game like CF and in any anime game, any anime game really, you need to have your tournament combos, dude. You can't risk all that stuff mid-set.
For sure.
Nice turn take. Oh my god, Lucy might go. I'm sorry. I just get so hyped watching this game. Everyone's my goat.
That's all good. Throw ends up connecting here for Lucy. We might see the same situation we saw earlier here, where Lucy just kind of committed to blocking there. Nice job. Opting for a bit more of the 2Bs there. I think it's very important to not give people any like qualms to escape. Adroth is the type of person that will take pretty much every opportunity possible to kind of get out of the corner. Ooh, that sand kick is gonna guard crush when Susan's in OD here. Solid confirm in this situation. That's gonna be about 4K and a couple of seals unlocked. IMDs for JA. That one is new to me, because normally Adroth opts to dash up into... Oh, that was a TRM attempt right there.
Dude, oh
Lucy
my god.
didn't bite on that, but still ended up not taking the throw. Yeah, sorry, just to talk about the IED cross up there. Normally, we see Adroth opt for, like, dashing and then doing a, like, dash barrier to kind of, like, cross under a little trickier, but I hadn't seen them time out the IED-JA there. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. Might lose to certain rolls or delay text there, so curious to see if Lucy will get the chance to check out some other options there. Good block on the DP. He's not the punish button you want. This could have been like 5K.
Yeah, but
option to reset here in this situation at least.
Dude, it's 5K in spirit. Let her cook. Let her cook.
When the going gets tough, do a reset.
Okay. One last pressure sequence.
Ooh. Minus on that 2 and 4C there. Adroth immediately presses.
Nice IPs! Oh my god, she has a meter for a throw. Okay, no.
See, Lucy could very well look for an opportunity to OD, but opts to DP instead on the extended pressure from Adroth.
Alright, round 3. What we got for the round start? Another 6B. Let them know what's up. Oh no.
That's not going to work out quite as well. Susanoo's still +1 on IB there, so you're most likely going to get a trade, and trading on 2As and trying to throw a button out there, Susan's probably winning, unless we put it that way.
They jump. Oh no, go for the low out.
Same side. I was honestly expecting that to cross under there. It looks like Adroth was too. 2C anti-air looking good.
Like 2C coming up from Lucy.
No, this is good. I forgot.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh
this
no.
This is from bad to worse.
Adroth
doesn't have the seals to... Actually, never mind. He will. He's going to kill off this. Never mind.
Well, goodbye.
No, he has orb and too many resources. That's going to be a dead EDP here.
Dude, that's so unfortunate. Just a slight scramble situation on the Oki just led to Adroth, you know, pressing the right buttons in the right time.
Yeah, so it goes. It's very... when you're in bracket against Susanoo, it can be a little frustrating in the sense that if you are not quite as clean with certain situations, you could very well just die to the resultant interaction. And Adroth in particular, well, I mean, let's just put it simply, the man's got very good routing. So
most definitely.
Probably eating a lot of damage.
There is not a single starter that Adroth has that like won't lead to like the most insane combo of your life or the most like consistent combo of your life. I don't doubt that for a second. All right, who do we have now? Filey. That's a name I haven't heard of. Okay, let's see what you got. Oh, am I being trolled?
Nah, we're gonna see Bullet. Oh, this matchup sucks. Oh god. Oh,
all right,
no.
this is don't you, big dog.
Don't pick Bullet in this matchup. This matchup sucks. Oh my god.
All right, you mind giving us some pointers on why this matchup sucks, big guy?
New sets out Gravity Wheel, and I want you to think about what happens afterwards.
Yeah, never mind. That in itself just said enough.
Yeah, like Seed just gets placed, and then Bullet has like nothing she can do. So if Shifter just backs up and set the Gravity Seed, Filey is going to have the worst time of their life. DP, however, this is pretty solid. Okay, they're trying to get a little shiesty with some of these like air dash bag JD, with the air dash bag JD. Sorry, I said some of these when it's literally like the first offensive introduction. Good solid here. AJShifter aggressing, catching the 3C there. Looks like they caught Filey trying to up back right there.
Yeah.
Let's see what comes up next. One more knockdown until Filey's dead.
Oh, never mind. I got hit
once again. Click by the 2B again. Yeah, Filey not watching the toes here, and that's gonna result in a dead character. Unless we see a combo drop once more into. Wow, that was an extended JT sequence there with RC.
All right.
That round start, it's not super ideal. We'll talk about that a little bit in between rounds, perhaps. We can get into the weeds of round start interactions here. For the time being, Shifter is cooking pretty solidly here.
Yep.
Sets up the gravity well, goes for the left-right with the IAD Luminous. And that right there is kind of one of the bigger issues. It is very difficult for Bullet to commit to certain movement options due to her step dash. So normally you see Bullet opt to like dash and then jump up because it's a safe way for her to move forward across the screen. But it is much, much easier for AJShifter to opt for like 6Ds and other anti-air swords as a result. And if Gravity Wheel is set up, you'll see situations like that where moving forward sucks. Because if you try to dash up, you'll go nowhere, you'll eat a 5D, and even if you try to IAD instead, due to the like strength of the gravity seed, you're not moving that far forward, so New 13 could legitimately whiff a drive normal and not get punished or really give up much positioning, which is nuts in CF.
Yeah.
New and Lambda's drives have very, very high recovery. So if you are not able to punish that recovery, even by taking up space, things are not looking very great. And things are not looking very great with this round start interaction here. Eating 3.5 from New 13, not great. Luminous going to make them plus. We're just going to continue the combo outright. Pops, and finally pops the burst there. Bursting in this matchup as Bullet is also not super ideal due to the fact that you immediately place New 13 at her strongest position. Ouch. It's a really, that was a lot of damage with the OD there. It's a paradoxical thing because you're like, okay, like, I need to burst to get my opponent away from me. But when you're bursting a zoner away from you, it sucks.
Yeah, dude.
Especially,
oh my God.
Yeah, especially when you're a Bullet who has a very, very weak neutral game. Oh, good stuff there. Not trying to use too much of the barrier, recognizing that the drive normals don't chip. But it does make it a little tough sometimes when like you got to react to the wheel and then pop the barrier there. It's just generally very difficult to do. Gets the first hit here.
Okay.
Solid knockdown. 2D ends up connecting. All right, this is going to be pretty good damage here. This is a little over 4K. But the big thing, we got DPO.
Ooh, there we go. All right.
Safe jump. No, opts for the 2A. Tries to go for the JD again. That does hit mid, however. Filey's really looking hard for AJShifter to kind of like press a button or do something that will expose them. But AJShifter is comfortable just kind of blocking on Wake Up for a brief moment there. And the JD on block is not great. OD here, however, from Filey is much better than Burst. Oh no, that's actually just tragic. That's actually just tragic.
Dude, Oh, it's all coming apart. It's all coming apart. Oh my god.
No, it's fine-ish. It's fine-ish. It's not over. It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Okay, good ID, but by Luminous. Oh no, got tagged by the drive. OD not gonna kill maybe.
Oh, this is over. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's over.
I don't know.
This is just barely didn't have enough meter actually.
Oh,
wow,
that sucked.
Yeah, so if AJShifter built up just a hair more meter there, that was gonna be OD super into GG's. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know nuke could like nuke you during OD combos like that. Like,
well, it's much less a nuke. Well, consider the following: the new OD combo that Shifter did in the first round of the second game did about as much as Play Guy's meterless confirm against Xtremesonic.
Yeah, no, you're right when you put it like that. See, you gotta put things in wrong terms from you, dude. I'm so pro tag brained.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's all about like the context. But I think that also is to speak towards AJShifter's OD management and recognition of how they can play around with it.
Yep.
Wherein they were opting for much more overdrive, which led to them generating active flow more frequently, which led to them dealing solid damage. So these things all kind of like add up, and it's important to note.
All right. That's cool.
But yeah, the new 13 is arguably Bullet's worst matchup, like hands down.
That is insane.
Which is an insane statement to make.
Yeah.
but that is genuinely true.
I mean, what could they done there to really like mitigate the matchup, I guess?
Oh, there's a few things they could have done. So, namely round start interactions. Round start is very annoying, I guess is the best way to put it, if you are playing as Bullet against New 13. But if you opt to just kind of like block a little bit, and like I'm talking about sit still, not walking back, but if you just crouch block at initially, it's pretty solid. You'll block 3C. New 13 doesn't have many great special cancel options afterwards, and you're in a decent position. You can regular jump forward, which will beat the 3C. So you can potentially like late IAD or just falling JC depending on what the frames are looking like in order to directly punish. And aside from that, playing against New 13 as Bullet is all about it's all about towing the line as much as possible with regards to committing to your movement and not committing to your movement. It's really important to show ground approaches and show aerial approaches. So I think in particular, Filey would have benefited from more super jump. They were frequently using a lot more IADs, which would get caught by the 6Ds there, but super jump, that will not be the case. She'll usually jump over them. So there's other situations like that in which you can kind of avoid some of the swords. And it's one of those matchups as Bullet where if you get a hit, you prioritize Oki always. You will always deal enough damage. You will always kill New 13 if you get in. So make sure that you have like the best Yoki situation possible.
Well, you know,
you might see some of these themes in matchups like these, where it's Makoto versus Hazama here.
Dude, shout out to JoshuaVV. Makoto's strongest exposure for so many years too.
Yeah, they've been at it for Jesus Christ. All right, actions are happening on the screen.
Oh my god,
this was not intended by either player, but sometimes these things happen. Space counter left, right.
Dude,
block the mix code back.
But God, is it not flashy?
Space counter makes it so silly. Yeah, it's very, very messed up. 2A ends up connecting there. Jesus, that was the fastest asteroid division in the throw I've seen. So we saw earlier where Josh did the break into like 2B, and literally it was a blink and you'll miss it moment.
Yeah. God.
Like Jetstorm got clipped by it, and I was like, I got hit. Playing out the neutral here. Joshua, okay, this is interesting. So Joshua's attempting to set up the ball here in situations where it can nullify chain. So Hazama won't get the hit from chain, and Makoto won't be forced to block it. This is really, really good for Makoto because her 6A is an amazing anti-air. That thing nearly cooked me and pulls out a combo breaker. It was funny as hell. But yeah, we're seeing more interactions like this here, again, where this is the second time where Joshua has sent the ball forward to get a counter hit on Garanex. Gets the follow-up from the spin there. That's actually really tough for Makoto. That's like God's strongest. That's like one of those like randomly hard B&Bs in this game. It's like they're like It's like that B&B, Arakune's mid-screen B&B. It's really hard. Trust me, I've done it before. That thing is weird.
Dude, I hate Arakune combo trials so much. I still have yet to do them.
I'm talking about the B&B straight up, because that thing is built out of this stuff in Nightmare. Yeah, it's really
crazy.
Really weird. Yeah, so I'll talk about it in a sec. Right now, no space counter mix blocks the overhead this time, guesses correctly, but the R seemed to delay low. Looks like Joshua didn't believe in it. Got a couple more situations here, trying to go for the plus frames. No follow-up from the counter hit here. The 5C ends up connecting. Gotta remember to barrier block. Hazama's anti-airs are so good.
One chain to his name in a dream, both on low health. He gets hit and gets tapped again. That'll be the round.
By the overhead there. So one thing that's really good to note, if you see Makoto opting for the like cancel there, you just wait to see if Makoto is standing or crouching, and that will kind of tell you whether to block high or low. Keep in mind, of course, that the overhead and low are like actually like really stupidly fast, but they have distinct animations at least in terms of Makoto standing or crouching. So you can use that to finagle your way through, but it's like stupid fast. I won't lie to you.
I will use this info against all one of JoshuaVV's. Thank you.
Depends if Omni ends up pulling up, if he is not playing MBTL or something, but he's on the PCL. He's living his best life.
All right.
Overhead follow-up, taking the plus frames for the throw.
All right, usual Hazama stuff we're seeing here. And then Dimension. Yup.
We're giving Joshua the opportunity to aggress. You cannot jump on that. That was surely a jump. That follow-up there is very plus. The whole thing is that she can frame trap off of it. Garanex opts to mash in this situation there. So if Joshua sets it up properly, he can frame trap with a different follow-up or go for like level 2 instead of max level in order to frame trap for mad damage, because that fatals, by the way. Lots of chains, but there's that 6A coming in super clutch. Oh my god.
665B, the classic. Oh my god, Hazama players never change.
That was absurd. Garanex taking the first round of the set here. JA's from JoshuaV. Want to put Garanex in the corner immediately. Backdash is caught. That was a meaty as hell 5B. My god.
Next time? Oh yeah, I got hit. Nice. Oh boy.
Alright, next hit kills. Could see a space counter mix. There's enough meter on hand. Drops the 6A here. Goes low. RC's to continue pressure. Overhead connects here.
Dude,
it's not over yet. You are getting eaten alive.
She just keeps punching you. When does it stop, man?
This character is quite good. This character is pretty good.
Yeah. Good God. All right. Garanex though, showing signs of life. I'll change to his name. IV Stagger. But you know, JoshuaVV, he has experience with all these Hazama, man. What a popular character. You have that experience.
I think something that there's a couple of things that are pretty interesting to note here. Oh wait, hold on a second, Garanex. What combo?
That was a fire confirmed. Can I just? Oh, never mind. He dropped it.
If that 63D connected, I would have given the props for that. That looked very difficult to connect.
Yeah.
I won't lie. Gets the cross under here at the very least. Going to send Joshua all the way to the corner here. Tries to go for the throw, but Joshua just DPs out. RC's really trying to bait out some option from Garanex. Good block on the overhead here. They're going to take their turn and in fact land the hits themselves. OD available for Joshua. Let's see what they do here.
Just make sure
scrambles. Oh my! That was not meant to be.
Why did he? Sorry. Right, cool. End of game.
That was meant to be. That was meant to be barrier, but that was a misinput there that resulted in CT.
You know, we take those. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, these things happen.
Oh my god. All right. I think naming a game for this matchup is just Garanex cannot let Hazama just get like mauled by Makoto, especially when in the corner. He's got to play the hit and run style really well.
Yeah, it's very important both players are kind of playing a little cat and mouse in a sense. I'm curious to see what Garanex will want to do. Earlier in the set, we saw Joshua opt for a lot of ball usage in order to beat out some of these 5Ds, and as a result, Garanex has opted for more JDs in general. So I'm interested to see what Joshua will do to reposition and play around it accordingly. Oh, that didn't look like it was actually a direct punish there, but probably unexpected. Regardless, good OD from Garanex.
Oh.
Shooting star, yeah. That will beat lows. That's kind of the RPS that Makoto has to play on her wake-ups. She can DP in order to beat body and head property moves, but things that low profile her DP or get thrown are handled by Shooting Star.
It's an interesting RPS to have, especially when you're hogging. You know, you're often doing excuse me, I can't remember the name. 214B. You know, I'm not gonna say his names. All his names are like Japanese snake stuff. So like 214B into you know the A follow up or the C follow up for low high mix. Oh my god, what an air throw! That was sick. That was crazy.
Things looking up for Joshua at set point here, but we've seen Garanex come back on that second game. Joshua with a good initial jump here, opting for the plus frames actually on from the prior route there. And yeah, so off of the overhead hitting, Makoto was plus, but Garanex keeps trying to like up back or something in that situation. So they're getting clipped by the mids there. So you can tell because you don't see the exclamation point here. Oh, by the way, they're dead.
True.
Like, they're super, super dead. Pop-O-D, please Pop-O-D.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was meant to be a burst. That was a flubbed combo. Okay, this is a very scary, scrambly situation here.
Oh no.
This is a very, very scrambly, crazy situation out here.
I think this lands around 4.3k with
Even
poison.
more than that due to the poison.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
that's like 5 point something K, 5.2 probably. And now we are looking relatively even in this situation. Josh getting clipped by there, tries to go for the 2B for the extension. Noted that Joshua was far away. Don't burst, don't burst, don't burst.
Yeah, do not burst it. You'll just hold it. Go to the next round. Next round decides everything. You're at the burst advantage though. They're gonna get the sweet spot on the chain. Oh, he's just sending these out, but JoshuaVV with a nice air-to-air confirm. Oh my god, that looks sick. The delay on the DP follow-up. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Early burst from Garanex. 2 change to his name. What's he gonna do with him? Sending out JD, sending out 5D. Finally get something in there. Oh, okay, good confirm. No, trying to go for the swag route, but to no avail. Throw out a hit stun. Oh my goodness. God, Makoto has so much impact on our combos.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of hit stop here. This is gonna look pretty decent. Knockdown here. Set the ball. No. Josh has really been opting to set the ball. They've been content with kind of opting for like 2B needies or going in a stand. Jesus Christ, that shooting star was disgusting.
God, that was nasty.
That was outright rude, I dare I say. And that is going to be a dead Hazama if all goes well.
At that point, my god.
Yeah. Looking quite good here.
JoshuaV taking that last round in, you know, somewhat dominant fashion, somewhat not. I think it was a very even match, just, you know, a lot of scramble situations. I think anyone could have taken it if they, you know, just more and more wake up the wheel or, you know, I don't know. It's a very kind of weird matchup we just watched, but very interesting. I think I definitely learned something new about both characters here.
I think one of the big things is that you need to be very mindful of how you... Sorry, this is like a very vague thing to say, I guess. But that matchup kind of exemplifies the way that movement dictates a lot of decision making.
No, I get what you mean.
Hazama wants to, of course, like bait out a lot of things from Makoto. Makoto is, of course, trying to set herself up for success if like a chain comes in. So, for example, in game 1, a lot of the play in neutral was won and lost by Joshua managing to set ball up in time to block a ground chain.
Yeah.
And then net a counter hit or place themselves in an advantageous situation. And then as game 2 and game 3 shifted, we saw Garanex take to the air immediately and then opt for chains there, making it more difficult for Joshua to contest, like typically above 6A height, if I remember correctly. So stuff like that is kind of noted here. This matchup is going to be very funny. This is going to be mu.te versus Adroth, AJShifter. Sorry, mu.te versus Susanoo. AJShifter versus Adroth.
You know, I was going to let you cook with that one.
You don't need to let me cook, man. Don't worry.
All right, first knockdown of the set goes to Adroth. Let's see what he does with it.
This is probably going to be a burst if Adroth gets another hit. I'm not going to
yeah, there it is.
Yeah. mu.te in this matchup really needs to frequently bursts early, I should say. I don't know if needs to is accurate or not, to be honest, but frequently you see mu.te's burst early because getting hit by Susanoo sucks a lot. Quite frankly, it is really disadvantageous for mu.te to hold Susanoo pressure in general. So it's just overall an awkward time for her. Susan's chilling though. He's having a blast. TRM off the 5A here.
Beautiful play from Adroth.
Yeah, so this matchup is like, imagine being like a matador, and then the bull also has like initial D level drifts, and also hits you like 2 trucks at once.
Yeah,
that's what this matchup is like.
And every time the bull hits you, its horns just get longer.
Basically, yeah. Wheel 2 unlocked. Grand Viper and DP, yeah, if Adroth gets a hit with the meter he has, New 13 is dead. That Grand Viper was not super ideal. Not going to work out super well for Adroth here. AJShifter managing to get a couple hits. Probably going to set the well. Oh no, opts for the wheel first. Trying to clip Adroth, probably moving forward or backwards there. Air throw connects here. Should be able to shove Adroth all the way into the corner. Boom. Sets the wheel. Seed round.
Ooh, I love that quick rise from Adroth,
my
dude.
Goodness gracious God. Oh my goodness gracious God. That's not a counter hit. That was 5d6b. That's a counter hit. We're good so far. We're good so far. Couple of good blocks here.
Just neutraling right now. We just neutraling. Ooh, mash. How does steal unlock?
He got sword. That's actually really dangerous now. Because now Adroth has Sword Super, so he can wake up Sword Super right now if he felt like it.
Oh my god!
Oh, shocked he went for burst. Never mind, I'm a liar, yeah. So, sorry, I got mistaken. I thought Sword was a projectile for a small moment there. Legacy Edge invulns against projectiles for a lot of its duration, but Sword is an extremely strong reversal option, especially in zoner matchups. So you see situations like this, for example, where you literally sets up Legacy Edge at what you would think would be a safe range. It's not safe. You're dead.
What? Dude, it's crazy. I'm just looking at this like in awe. Because maybe it's just me and my perspective is like kind of like work because I play Ragna so much, so everything just kind of comes down to like, oh yeah, do the thing, have good fundies, have good spacing. Specialist characters like New and Susanoo, I just love watching them like toss.
Fundamentals are a lie, dude.
Yeah.
Fundies are a lie. Susan has certain specialist qualities, but he really does benefit from a lot of... Sorry, fundamentals are a lie with like 3 asterisks attached. Susanoo plays CF pretty solidly, so if you're good at like CF in general with like character agnostic skills, then you can succeed pretty decently on Susan. Also, nice. Oh,
that was a really good.
I'm surprised he went for the RC right there, but either way, gets her done. AJShifter taking their first round of the set there, showing some signs of life.
All right, this is where New wants you to know. Just right there in control, sets down the seed, goes for the IED combo. I love that combo, by the way. Open New and Lambda do it. Really flashy. I see. Oh, I got it. I love that too. All right. Looking like a new round so far, but not a lot of damage. Susanoo is a bit tanky. Hey! Oh no!
Connecting, no follow-up, however.
Oh no! Now watch as News. Oh my god! Watch as News, like all that hard work News just did, it completely evaporates in the next like hit.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about the health differentials, which is like the cherry on top of everything else here. Due to the fact that New 13's damage is relatively low, that's another Sword Super. That's another. Literally, how much did that do just there? Did you catch the number?
I didn't catch a number, but not
that
enough.
Was like 30% of News health right there.
Oh Christ!
From one super, from full screen, on a trick.
Boy. Oh. Boy.
And AJShifter did like 1.4k in return.
No!
One time bursting a New 13 combo actually works out, and then you still
right. Oh my god! Rare, dude. Someone like screenshot this. This is a rare sighting. What the hell?
Yeah, normally you just get smoked right after.
Maybe it was something about the burst timing that threw off AJShifter. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sword Trooper's literally one hit, so you're not going to see the number there. I thought I looked away for a second, and then it was gone. but maybe it's just like Lethal Company brain active.
That game been frying your brain, huh?
Dog, I'm playing too much, dude.
Dude, I gotta hop on. It looks so funny, bro.
It's absolutely hilarious. I'll send you like a clip or two from like a recent session. It was nuts. AJShifter getting the zone out pretty decently. And yeah, sorry, just to kind of finish our thoughts on the health differential. mu.te does very little damage on average. Susanoo does above average damage on average, but the big thing is Susanoo has a ton of health available to him, and mu.13 has very little.
I remember correctly, Susanoo has 12.5k?
It's like 12k or 12.5. I always forget. Yeah. But either way, it's like 1k above average, and that actually matters given that the amount of touches Mu has to do to kill a person is pretty low.
Yeah. And during all that, you know, Susanoo is just going to be building the resources, whether it be like meter or OD.
Yeah, and we've seen so many situations in which Adroth just having sword. Oh, that should have been like 3 counter hits. And if I'm Adroth, I'm not even thinking that just happened. I'm just moving forward because otherwise I'm too mad. I'm so serious.
Oh god, dude.
Couple of swords coming out here. AJShifter looking poised to take the set. Actually, they are indeed at set point here.
Hey, I like what I'm seeing. I like. Oh no.
Some of those drops not ideal. Okay, we'll talk about that air throw in a quick second. Yeah. I think there's a bit more we can discuss there. For the time being, though, we got some nutty neutral here. All right, Shifter properly backing off. They are that 5D not getting eaten by the 6A is actually so crucial.
Yeah. Okay. Open him sitting on OD.
He doesn't connect.
No oh my god, I think news should burst here right now. You do not want to building momentum when you have a lead like this. Oh my god, dude! I can't believe you held off to it.
There's schools of thought because you still have the access to, and you're dead.
Okay, wait. Okay. You know what? You know what? AJShifter, you can take it. Next round, he has no OD, and it's round 3, end of set. You can take this. You just gotta play out your mind right now.
Yeah. So I would've. So I understand the idea of not bursting. I assumed that there was going to be like an OD coming in instead, since that was like prime 6D range for Adroth.
Yeah.
But getting hit by that does suck, especially when the resource gets unused. But we are spending it now for sure. AJ really wants to deny Adroth a lot of that early momentum that they would have gotten from even getting a single seal. Like we saw how Adroth getting sword early kind of led to a lot of things spiraling.
Yeah. What an air throw! Oh, that corner carry, girl. You're gonna need it. Keep him there. No DP to Susanoo's name. This is where New wants him. Come on. Oh, nice defensive Adroth!
Level 3C here, a couple of 6Cs. This is going to be like 2.7 or something like that.
Yeah.
Gravity Well is set, Luminous is set. Follows up, no confirm here.
No.
And no. This is where it all goes downhill.
Oh no. Oh my god.
I'm waiting for Adroth to pop OD.
Adroth is slowly inching his way to the corner. Oh my god.
It was a car cancel.
Dude, what?
What happened there? Cancel. I could have sworn I saw the startup of Wheel getting caught.
Right? What? Oh my god.
Yeah, OD Super Flash makes it very easy to car cancel into stuff. Hence, like, you know, the car cancel barriers when you literally see, like, the startup of, like, a 5D or something like that.
Oh, I love it.
Let's see, will this kill? Yes!
That should kill! Right. Oh my god. AJShifter, my goat, taking it over Adroth. Good lord, what a set.
That was a very dangerous back and forth here.
Huh? Dude, my heart. My first night on commentary, y'all gonna kill me.
Oh, don't worry, you'll live.
Oh boy. Alright. What a matchup though. And you know, amazing play to both players. Just God. It really just comes down to like who touches who.
Well, it's deeper than that, right?
Okay, well, yeah.
Like, for example, mu.13 getting hits on Susanoo is obviously nice if she can set up like Gravity Seed, but the resultant situations are very interesting because you now have this dynamic where this character with a very slow dash startup speed is stuck over there. His 2-3-6A, his tackle isn't going to be quite as effective because it's as reduced. Sorry, the space it covers is reduced, but he has a ton of health to work with. And if he has sword, he could actually kind of stand his ground. And in certain instances, he can 6A preemptively to snipe new 13. So you kind of have some tension in those regards. And additionally, Susanoo getting hit could very well just lead to the end of a round, or a very big resource getting spent for new 13. Yeah. So each of these hits are very meaningful in kind of what happens after the fact. The matchup coming up here is going to be pretty interesting. We're going to see Joshua versus Playguy, Makoto versus Ragna. So let's see what we... Yeah, I'm actually very curious to see how this plays out. Because Makoto has a lot of pretty cool neutral tools to actually deal with Ragna at certain spacings. I'm mostly thinking of the way Asteroid Vision and Ball play around with Ragna's attempts at stuffing certain approaches with like 5B. And due to how good Makoto 6A is, I'm curious to see, like, oh god, whiffing right there. Due to how good Makoto 6A is, I'm very curious to see like how Playguy is going to play around his like IADs and such.
Yeah. I think something else, right? Like, how, like, when you think about the matchup on paper, how would Ragnar approach? Because, you know, he has all these big buttons and stuff, but Makoto not only has, like, the movement speed, but also a lot of her attacks just kind of evade. And if she doesn't want to, she can hold her ground. She's going to put down, called again, Asteroid Coaster? That's a Sonic Colors.
I always forget the exact name. I just call it Ball. I'm not going to
Ball. And then, like, that just stuffs her. I mean, stuffs him. Excuse me.
So to me, it's all about just how you play around the ebb and flow of things and slowly cornering an opponent. Yeah. So you see Playguy right here, he's really flexing the 5B. At this like mid-range, my assumption is that it's much more difficult for Makoto to press a button. Her longest poke is like 5B. You can use 3C in certain cases to make harder callouts on body property moves, but this is usually more relevant for cases where Ragna is very aggressively throwing at Hell's Fangs. But 3C is a very interesting tool that Joshua has available if he's like outside like micro dash 5B range. Yeah. So a couple of things like that is stuff that Joshua can do. And of course, like if he finds like good spacings, he can opt for a bit more Asteroid Vision in order to just make it more difficult and make Playguy kind of play a guessing game of sorts where like Ragna 5A, I'm assuming, is quite potent at stuffing out most things, but kind of learning how to maneuver around it is important. Playguy not going for the kill combo there. I think my guess is that they realized that. My guess is either A, they just didn't realize they were going to get a hit there, or B, they got the hit, remembered that Joshua had burst available, and like stuttered and froze on what to do afterwards.
Yeah, no, that can definitely happen in this game. That happened to me a lot.
Yeah, honestly, Ragnar counter hit 6A, given the hit stun.
Yeah.
Now you can just jump cancel OD. Actually, you can jump cancel Barry and just go into OD. Yeah, that would probably be the safest option. Probably a little janky to confirm after, depending on the spacing. But
good round start confirm coming up from Playguy. Never mind. Oh my God, Nightmare Edge whipped at that range. That's like the first time I've seen that in like 3 years.
Oh my god, that's tragic. Yeah, if you block a JD or a 6D and you're in the air, it is not your turn. You cannot continue pressing. Ragna is going to whiff cancel something, and you are just going to get hit. Right now, I'm not going to lie, Joshua is getting absolutely mollywalked here. This is looking like a perfect for Playguy, and yes, indeed, it is.
Rogging around. That's my goat, Mr. Blood Edge, dude. Okay.
But yeah, so it's actually really interesting that you talked about like what can Ragnar do in neutral here, because I feel like that's been such a dominant aspect of this set. Like it feels like Playguy gets a hit after interacting in neutral for a couple of seconds, and then things go so heavily in his favor. It feels like Joshua is very afraid and unsure of what to do in a lot of situations here. And once Ragnar gets offense started, it looks like Joshua is at a loss for what to do here.
Yeah. Oh, the jump
I think that was space counter startup. I don't know actually for sure. Oh no, stuff by the boot. You cannot approach. You cannot pass. You are indeed dead.
Oh, sucks. But Playguy, too good, dude. Too good.
Yeah, I think it was just very difficult for Joshua to kind of understand what to do there, and the set just went away from them so quickly. Yeah. When you're in that best of 3 situation, and you're not able to, and you don't take those pauses to kind of sit and think of what to do, you'll end up getting cooked in situations like that. So it's just a bit difficult right there. I think Joshua's got a lot of fight in him, though. I won't be shocked if you see them make it far in losers.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'm always down to watch more of his Makoto. It's so goddamn fun to watch.
Yeah. I noticed in the chat, Xtremesonic asked, guys, how do I not get TRM'd? Okay, so there's a lot to unpack there because it really depends on what the other player is actually doing.
Mm-hmm.
One of the easiest ways to not get TRM'd, though, just hold barrier.
Yeah.
Barrier is so good. Sorry. Throw range in this game for TRMs specifically are not actually that strong, especially against barrier. So if you're using barrier in IBB properly, you can get yourself out of a lot of TRM situations simply off of the strength of the fact that your opponent has to dash up that much longer to show the throw, and you don't have to throw OS quite as much.
Those frames spent running up, those are all wasted frames, man. You can do anything during that, like fuzzy jump, backdash, OD. Really helps against the TRM game.
So yeah, so for example, like if you pop open the lab and you have Ragnar do dash up 2A, dash up throw, just compare how different it is with regular block and barrier, and you'll start seeing the differences in that.
Yeah,
probably not going to see as many TRMs in this set, given that Garanex doesn't really offer a lot of TRM setups. They're usually just command grabbing if they're throwing in mix there on the throw side of things. This matchup is one that the Hazama players in BostonBlueBeat have dealt with for quite a time. There were so many. There was like a specific era during rollback where like it would be like Euchre, Fazama, and somebody else fighting a combination of like Julio Crivera, George the 13th, and like somebody else.
Yeah,
and it would constantly. Yeah, it would be so frequent. All right, there's a lot of microdash 5Bs coming out here from Garanex. So if I'm Xtremesonic, you definitely want to pop the IB there, given that 5B is +2.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that's a read. That was a hard read.
That was crazy.
Jesus Christ, that was disgusting.
Kill? Oh, that's killing, baby.
That's dead. That's super dead. It's super dead.
Whew. Goddamn. Okay, well, Garanex showing, you know, why he's pretty good at the game, I guess.
You could just say he just did some crazy stuff. We all saw it. It's all good.
Yeah, I know.
Xtremesonic looks unperturbed, however, mounting their offense here. Gonna... Ooh, unfortunate drop. Still gets the Farioki, but immediately eats a chain.
Yeah. I want to see more from Xtremesonic because I want to see more ice resets. Hogma does not have an invulnerable reversal, you know. And you're at a range where, you know, ice resets are pretty powerful against someone like that.
Honestly, even simpler, you don't even need to ice reset. It's just the simple fact of the matter of that. Nine the Phantom's offense in the corner allows her to space herself out in such a way that most characters can't pop reversals or kind of do anything about it but block and try to escape, and Hazama is like one of the pinnacles of that. But given the way that Garanex has been able to mount their offense here, it's tough for Sonic to like get started and continue their lead. Mono Wind is going to whiff here, and that is rough to be out of everything here. Ooh, no punish on that situation there. Okay, so Garanex just barely got OD here. Here's a fun fact, because I think most people forget this. If you block and exceed Excel, you can just OD guard cancel and fast EA, and that punishes.
Yeah, true.
That's universal. It's a universal punish.
Because EA is -10 on normal block, -9 on barrier.
I don't even know that. I don't even know. Somebody said it once, and then I think it was Chaotic maybe, and then I like checked it, and I was like, oh wow, this is kind of silly, huh? But yeah, it can make a lot of punishes to like close out rounds much simpler.
All right, good to know.
Player wanted me to repeat that again. Yeah, if you block somebody's EA and you have overdrive, you can guard cancel OD and then hold to go into your EA, and that will punish their EA. It's like consistent across the cast. I forget if it interacts weirdly. Okay, yeah. So hold on a second. The big thing that we're seeing here in terms of Garanex's pressure is that due to the lack of barrier from Xtremesonic's side and the lack of IBs, Garanex is able to just reset pressure so constantly with the 5Bs. So it really enforces a dangerous frame trap situation that Sonic does not feel comfortable escaping. I am actually not sure if the 5B microdash 5B gap is large enough such that 9 can reliably teleport out of there. Given that it's not frame 1 like body property invuln, that was an absurd decision there, and I know that's okay. That chain ends up connecting here.
If 9 barriers I think if she got like one instant block barrier in, she might be able to like dash out of the stagger pressure, but I don't know. That seems like a situation that has to be labbed.
Yeah, like you can IBB or just regular barrier, but because Xtremesonic is not doing either, it just puts them in a bad position there. And given the way that they're holding on, using their stocks very quickly for their spells, they rarely have their reversal available, so they have a harder time opting for it. And additionally, so yeah, we see the backdash right there, for example, right? Like that's definitely that's a large enough gap. You can just backdash out. Hazama is no Ragna. You're not getting a backdash as quick by this character unless he's canceling into like 3C or something.
Oh
Wow,
my God.
we are mashing in the air on block stun. All right, those are your decisions to make.
That sucks, dude. But
yeah, that is very rough. Yeah, so Garanex has been really big on the callouts there with Chain. That's hilarious.
What?
Oh my God, I actually didn't even realize, dude. I didn't realize you could actually just hit the block with a projectile and it goes away entirely. I would assume that had more durability. That's actually unfortunately ironic as Garanex takes the set to clean it up with a TI.
yeah, but dude, what? That's a thing you could just do? What? Okay, hold on. How much durability does that thing have? I really want to know now.
Well, Chain has like one hit of durability.
Yeah.
So that was probably there. Oh, okay. So let's talk about the let's talk about some of the callouts on the reversal supers. Those are very cool. You literally don't need to do them though.
Sure.
So one thing that's really important to note when you're playing against 9, you can hit stop OS all of her reversals.
Really, all of them? I knew you could do it for the stomp. But...
This depends on the character.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Remember, this all depends on your character's like 5A/2A frame data.
Yep.
But I know for Bullet, like I can just hit stop OS at the stomp super. I can hit stop OS on her non-metered reversal. So there's a ton of things that you can do there. Oh, thank you for the raid, Sonic. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. Yeah, we're trying to do our best with regards to hosting, and we appreciate you for playing and streaming and all that stuff. Thank you for pulling up.
Hey, thanks for the raid, bro. Thanks for the raid.
Yeah,
we love to see it.
And if you have any questions, we can talk shop a little bit if you want to kind of do some set review or something like that. I try to do it for newer players like every now and then to help them kind of get some work done.
We all eat in this household, bro. We're all trying to get good at this age-old perfect game. Well, okay, I'm not gonna say perfect because there's some stuff I still mulled about, but
this game's not perfect. It's fun though.
Oh yeah, it's fun. That's all I'm gonna say. Not perfect, but fun. Very, very fun.
Yeah. All right, so we have Matt coming in, so this should be interesting. So we'll likely see their Naoto here.
Hey,
and they're going to be playing against Mute. Mute?
No, not a name I'm familiar on.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with them either. They beat Deltarunner in loser side, then they beat Lucy.
And beat Lucy.
And they had initially lost to Garanex in round 1. So to kind of talk about some of the other sets that we have here set up for our winners finals, we have AJShifter and Playguy, and for losers top 8, we have Adroth and Garanex set up, and this next set will determine Joshua's opponent.
Sick. Okay. All right. I like where this bracket's going. I like what I'm seeing. Mute though. Actually, wait. Mute sounds familiar, but like I can't put a character to the tag in this case.
I don't know. We'll see it soon enough as we wait to go on to our next set here, just to kind of talk about some stuff that we got going on over at BostonBlueBeat. We've of course been having our weeklies here on Mondays at 8 p.m. And of course we also have our Guilty Gear Plus our weeklies over on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Same time, same place here, twitch.tv/BostonBlueBeat. We'll be taking a break for the holidays after next week. So we got brackets for December 18th and December 19th. Afterwards, we'll be on a break until January 9th. But if you guys want to get some BlazBlue in before Christmas, by all means. And keep in mind, on December 16th, we'll be back with our next offline monthly. So we'll have the regular stuff, that is BlazBlue, Guilty Gear Strive, Exerd, Sailor Moon S, Tekken 7, and Grand Blue vs. Rising are going to be at the monthly as well. So it'll be a ton of fun.
Yep.
The Tekken folks always come out in huge droves. They bring such immaculate vibes. It'll be sick. And the BlazBlue folks are always nice to see. It's kind of funny because BlazBlue is like, you'll see like a bunch of people from different games like pull up and suddenly play it. And then like whenever something big is going on for BlazBlue, you get a couple of people like come out of nowhere. It's like, I haven't seen you at the monthly for like 2 months. What's going on here? But yeah, in general, we've got a lot of stuff going on here, and we are going to move forward. This is going to be Naoto versus Kagura.
Ooh, okay. I really want to see this matchup. This matchup's hype.
Yeah, so this, depending on what happens here, this could very well be a big slugfest.
I'm trying to see these two scrap, bro. Speaking of scrapping, you getting the offense on first hand. Oh my god. Okay, these two are moving.
Even a relatively simple here, Mute's really trying to not overextend, and neither is Matt. However, command grab ends up connecting here in this situation. This is going to get our first knockdown. Bit of an awkward moment there. I think Mute was looking for something there or got a misinput.
Yep.
But moving forward with the next confirm, unperturbed. Follow up from the flash kick. 5 BBB, wake up enhanced DDP.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt's got this.
Am I seeing things like, did he just jump into IAD enhanced DP, or that was just me?
No, he did wake up enhanced DP.
Okay.
Right. Naoto cannot do aerial enhanced moves unless he is in overdrive.
Yep. All right.
Good damage here. Do we go for the hard knockdown? No. Okay. So, hold on a second. Let's see what we get here. JA doesn't end up connecting. Matt kind of concedes the space here. Now, if you see Kagura opt for like 60A, 60B, if you recognize what's going on, you can just jump that. Like, you don't even need to like guess the side or nothing like that, or fuzzy guard or whatever crazy new word we want to come up with. You can just jump.
Yeah, you can literally just neutral jump it, see where he lands, take your aerial on the way down, get the punish.
Yeah, and given Naruto's JB and JC hitboxes, it probably don't matter what side you're on.
True. God damn. This boy can kick, bro.
That boy has kicks.
Oh,
Matt
nice.
rolls themselves into the corner here, gets the hit. Not gonna end up getting the 3C sway dash DP.
No.
Block on the B flash kick. It's so tempting to like continue on with stuff if you. Sorry, it's so tempting to like jump at Kagura, but that man's B flash is so good and often quite safe on aerial block.
All right, there we go. Oh my god, he has flash kicked, I think, the last 4 knockdowns. This guy's insane. I love it, though.
Yeah, Matt hasn't found many, like, hard knockdown moments there. So, like, pro tip, if you're fighting against Kagura, if you, like, land a hard knockdown, he literally cannot, like, wake up flash kick.
Yep.
He has to, like, roll or do something, like, finicky in order to set up for flash kick. But he can't E-tech flash kick off of that, just due to the way the system works.
Yeah.
I believe... if I remember correctly, if Naoto can just end his corner routing with Phantom Pain, and I believe that is a hard knockdown, yeah. So I learned this OS from Jiv. So if you end a combo in Phantom Pain, you can delay, you like time a JB, and that will safe jump and catch rolls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like super good.
I didn't know Phantom Pain has a hard knockdown. I know, like, for Ragnar.
I don't remember if it's specifically a hard knockdown. Okay. But, yeah, Jibka's mentioning specifically it's not a hard knockdown, but you can see it. So that's, like, a thing that you can do if you want to, like, keep the situation a little safer, so to speak, and want to make a more guaranteed situation. Alternatively, assuming that Naoto can try to find spacings to back up and perhaps use a drive normal, but I am less sure of this sort of thing, so I don't want to say anything like hella definitive.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. I want to talk about that.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the match. Mute. Okay, hold on, wait. Sorry. I got, lost in the tech.
Nah, you good. Sonic, I believe you made, I think you made 9th place. I believe you were just outside of top 8.
Hey, all right.
Oh, 7th? Am I a lying liar that lied? I could be.
Am I a lying liar that lied? That's a banger quote right there.
I say that all the time. I haven't said on stream like that at the end of the day. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Mute's getting a lot of hits in these interactions here. And you can see, like, a lot of the patients here, like, they are not trying to overextend. They're not even really throwing out a ton of 5C or 2C. They're just trying to assess how Matt is moving and play along it accordingly.
Yep.
Enhanced Rekka whiffs. That is one of the scariest things to look out. Yeah, that kite is.
Oh yeah, I would burst that too. I get it, bro. Ooh.
I'm actually surprised now that I think about it that Kai didn't become active in time to stuff Wyvern. Because that hurtbox on Wyvern is massive, but it looks like Kai was just late enough that Wyvern ended up clipping it in startup. Surely this is a...
Okay. Right. There's no need to do it, but we fuck with it. We fuck with it.
This is nuts.
They jump? Oh, dude.
Oh, he didn't get the... Yeah. I believe the JB there whiffed entirely, but that should also catch the heavily delayed text like that. 2C ends up whiffing, no roll or delay text from Matt's side here. And you trying to reposition, pushing Matt towards the corner here. They're still in stance and they can cancel that out there. Matt RC's staying in neutral. Oh my goodness. Good but not quite there on the sway dash cancel off from counter hit 5D.
That's something I was just going to mention. I'm loving Matt's use of just single jumping against Cogger, because eventually he has to commit to something, and when you single jump, you still have all your air options there.
I'm not going to lie. One thing I hate that happens on comms is when the opposite happens. You said that right as Matt full sent with a double jump and got cooked as a result.
I don't think you mentioned it, you know?
No, but like to seriously speak on the differentials there, right? Like the double jump there was unsuccessful, but we've seen the single jumps be a lot better in terms of repositioning. Good counter hit 5D, that's too high there, yeah. 5D
damn.
The man grab ends up connecting.
Alright. Standard Cogger B&B going out into the... Oh no.
I think Mute just... I can't tell if Mute auto-piloted going into Orb, or if they had a back charge from clicking 4C, and then tried to dash forward, hit a B button for 6B, and then got Orb instead.
Oh, talk about the corner. Oh, dude. Everything's falling apart. Everything is falling apart. No, the drop.
Unless you're not.
OD?
Don't EA here. Don't EA here.
Oh my god.
This is absurd. Jesus Christ.
The last like 20 seconds of that round were something else.
I don't even know how to talk about that. Oh my god.
Great. Okay, good anti-air from Matt. Good anti-air. Yep. Bring him to the corner. Hey. It's a Phantom Pain. DP? No, safe jump. All right.
Yeah, didn't connect the... He's not connecting with JB meaty. He's mistiming it ever so slightly. Oh, okay, yeah. And Matt's still trying to opt for the... Oh, God. This
is... he's dead. He's gone. He's eviscerated. Wow. This fella is disintegrated. Goodbye, crew.
Oh, my...
Oh, no. Okay.
This is rough. And then the B flash kick. Dude. If he dies, this is... if he dies, this will be a little amusing. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, my God. If he dies, it's content for us, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, never mind.
Jesus.
Okay. Barely avoiding disaster. Well, I'm not gonna say barely avoiding disaster. He's still a pretty large life lead, but we all saw what was on the table.
Agura, sometimes you like are winning and then you get clipped by a 6C. He clicks OD maybe, and then you suddenly eat like 6K.
Yeah.
And life is looking a little different on the other side.
Ooh, okay. Interesting round start interaction.
3C there, and that beat out the... I'm not sure what Matt went for, honestly.
Dash up 5B.
I think so. Either way, this is already like 2/3 of Naruto's health gone. Just above 35% here.
Okay, there we go. Looking on red health. Can't cash out the kill from the jab starter. Well, next hit kill. Never mind. Next hit does not. Never mind. Next hit does not kill.
Gracious God. So Conqueror 5A is really good, but Mute was just a hair off with like each of those interactions there.
Yeah.
Which just resulted in like counter hit 5A scramble, counter hit 5A scramble.
Okay. Select them with some control from Mute. Okay. Great. Really good. No punish. Actually, it would have been hard for Conqueror to punish with that range. It got slow as buttons was movement.
I think he would have had to do like a dash up 6B or like a 5C maybe. But mu.te has been playing it relatively cautious in a lot of situations, so I understand why they chose to back off there.
Three C's
comes out once again. I'm curious about these 3Cs. I can't tell if some of these are flash kicks or if some of these 3Cs are to protect his space right in front of him. Because we saw like the 3C at round start, for example.
Yeah. I mean, what's the frame data on 3C? Is it like 10 frame startup? I know correctly.
I got no clue. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't looked up Conra buttons.
Oh,
I'm trying to do the wasted tech. I'm trying to do the wasted tech. Oh
yeah.
my god. That's probably not. I don't know if wasted soul or somebody else. But the cross under into command grab is a dirty, nasty thing, and I'm not gonna lie. It's cooked many of in the past.
Oh no.
Oh, TRM attempt whiffs. Again, that barrier usage is so good for keeping people out of range of that.
Auto pressure, so sticky, dude.
It's very true, but mu.te's got so many resources available. Let's see if Matt opts to bait out a flash kick. No, just gonna go for the 2A, 5A. 6B, RC into the overhead.
Okay. Next hit wins.
Big
but...
trade.
Jumps over to 2C. Oh no!
Oh my goodness, not there for the follow-up that surely would have killed. Ends up connecting off of the 5A. Great routing adjustment to get the kill there.
That was a really goddamn good super.
That was such a last-minute, like, adjustment to just get your kill there. That was really sick.
And then, like, I don't know if okay, this is gonna be a weird thing in fighting games, right? But with fighting games who have a burst, right? There are certain timings where everyone will burst no matter what, right? mu.te hit a timing where if I were in that situation, I wouldn't even have recognized I had to burst until like one more second after I got knocked. I'm like, okay, hold on, I need to like get him off of me. But that was a really good adjustment on that super, because I'm not sure if he was locked out of burst that entire time. Besides maybe the Cosmos, maybe.
You can burst Cosmos. You can definitely burst Cosmos.
Okay.
I don't think he was locked out of burst for any of that route. Yeah, those were all burstable moves because it was like a 5A counter hit starter there.
No, it was like full JA Cosmos into super. If I remember correctly.
Something like that.
So that's something for the VODs. That's something for the VODs.
Yeah, that's a VOD review question. Either way, that will indeed set up Joshua's opponent. They will be fighting against mu.te in the loser side top 8. Yeah. And meanwhile, on the winner, continuing through losers, we have Adroth versus Garanex. It looks to be coming up here.
If Adroth is in the area, I want to see this matchup. You know, Hosmer versus Susan, another BBO classic, if I remember correctly, because I swear every time I tune in, I see this matchup.
Oh, sorry, repeat
that. Hosmer versus Susan, usually a classic matchup, you know, post rollback CF, always in BBO. Because whenever I tune in, I tend to see these characters go at it, or at least like they're in the top 3 of the bracket. You know,
there's snakes everywhere, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't say this as like a generic influencer quote. They're just literally in this video game. There are mad snakes.
Dude, it's crazy. Like after rollback drop, the snakes just they all started showing up. It's crazy. Back in the good old PS4 days, you'd find like 7 million laggy Ragnas. You gotta go back to that, bro.
I don't know.
All right. Garanex versus Adroth. Something I want to see is how Adroth kind of answers to a chain. I know every season kind of like has their own things, like, oh, I'll just super jump into it. But I think, if I remember correctly, Susanoo might be able to JA like some chain approaches. I kind of want to see if, you know, Adroth can confirm off that, get some seals going.
They gets blocked here. String of JCs as well. Adroth hasn't been able to start their offense quite yet. However, a 6C counter hit. Quick burst from Garanex. That's very good if I'm Adroth. Getting rid of that option for Hazama is so powerful. That OD is part of what makes Hazama comebacks very, very potent. So just removing that from the equation early on is great. It's kind of like one of the many sides of relief when I see someone burst. Like if I see a Jin player burst, I'm like, thank God, I don't have to deal with that anymore.
Dude, right? There are some characters who, like, I'm not gonna say like they are hard, like, you know, sitting under OD. But like when they pop up this, I'm like, okay, cool, I can play the game now.
Nah, I certainly feel that. Oh, I'm curious why Garanex went for the 5A on that route there. That looks like it killed the damage on that situation.
Yeah, really weird. Oh, he had the counter hit by B, but couldn't confirm. He wasn't ready, but you know, we take the round anyway.
He was looking immediately for like the 6A.
Yeah.
That stuff is always the funniest thing when like somebody is already autopiloted into their next mix-up, and then there's just like a counter hit, and they're like, oh, yeah. I can't confirm it yet.
Dude, as like a chronic, like, how do I say it, bufferer, I'll always buffer like 2 buttons in advance. If that happens to me, I'm really like, I'm so bad at the game.
Good walk on the 6E here.
Hey, good match. Good defensive sequence from Garanex. I like what I see.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. A little bit of Netta coming out. Actually, at this point, I feel like reverse hit 6B from through the nose is just like the standard.
I've seen that so many times. It's like it's turning into like routing that looks like Netta, but is relatively standard.
Yeah.
Delayed 3C, not going to catch any fuzzy jumps up back from Garanex here. Adroth gets a couple of 5As and 2As there, stuffing some of Garanex's challenges.
Backing off at the round start. Don't want to commit to anything too hard yet. Both players sitting on OD, and Garanex with a forward though. Like what I'm seeing. Oop. Oop. Oh no, he dropped it. Ah, too close. It'll recoverable. Or not. 665B fails me again.
You see it's just a hair late there. That B follow-up, super good at murking that situation there. One thing that's really important to note, so we've seen Garanex be a fan of like big callouts there. Oh god, that trade is big. Glow connects. What a weird situation here. Adroth's going to be able to unlock a couple of nice seals. Wheel and Grand Viper is always great to have here. The active flow is going to make sure that Garanex potentially gets active flow, rather OD, right on this next knockdown here. Locked in for it. 16, that's a big thing to do when your opponent has OD. Astral, just Astral or Super. They messed with the buffer. That was a buffer input. That's a, oh no, try to extend the pressure there.
Okay. He's ready for the trade combo. I know if I was Hazama there, I'm not used to that, you know, having that much freedom after the super.
Oh, I don't even think I traded. You gotta remember, the startup of OD Tension is in there.
Oh, true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a straight up raw hit. There was no trade there whatsoever.
Damn, that's crazy. All right,
yeah. So the decision to press after the OD was not super ideal there due to kind of like the ability to go into there.
Yeah. The threat of Hazama actually having a reversal. Crazy.
Yeah. More or less. Going into game 2 here, Garanex up 1 game. And remember, this is loser side. We could see Adroth go out here before like a top 3, which is perhaps a rather big upset, I would say.
True. You need like a CF stats guy to like track how many top 3s Adroth has ever missed ever.
That would be a long conversation, at least in terms of our mind.
True.
Decent drop in that situation here. Jumps out of this follow-up. So, yeah, if you see Stance come out, I think Garanex is getting the kill here. Yeah, this is so much better. He's dead.
Yep.
You can RC or something and do a goofy thing. No?
You know, what did you see? Oh my god.
I don't know what. I'll be frank. I don't know what Hazama RC though.
I don't know. Just like anything. I feel
he would have to do. Garanex would have to do like. He'd have to do a very different route. That's honestly fair. But yeah. So if you see Hazama go into stance, just as a quick note, whether it's from 214B or not, you can usually just up back, just straight up in response. Like, we're not even talking fuzzy jump. Like, you can do it like that, and you will get out of most follow-ups. The big thing that beats it is the B follow-up, the flash kick, and we've seen that Garanex is very willing to make those harder callouts, but if Garanex is wrong on that, that's a humongous punch. So, you are playing with fire, essentially.
Nice IBBs on 6B. I just had to let her be a lot. I'm very sorry.
It's fine.
I mean, we are playing a game that is
so much in these situations here. I think that was 5C instead of 2C coming out there for Adroth. Quick dash up right there. Jay ends up connecting, but it's not going to be quite a confirm. Sand kick ends up connecting. I think everybody gets hit by a sand kick, man. At this point, when Susanoo clicks overdrive, I'm just going to start holding barrier.
Wow.
Counter still confirmed there. Trying to switch sides in that situation, but hit stun is prorated just way too much. 3C ends up connecting. Adroth are trying to like up back and get out of there.
Oh my god. Dimension whip cancel, my beloved.
Alright, jumps the command grab right there. That's a devious thing to do. I love doing that to people. You show them like the low option to target the jump and then you command grab them right afterwards and be like, yeah, you're just wrong.
Oh my god.
Oh man. That's a lot of burst speed attempts there for Garanex. And reasonably speaking, they could have just done 623D and then just canceled into like... Honestly, they could have done 623D, RC, backdash, or just go for Hotenjin afterwards. The big thing in that situation is that Adroth has almost no choice but to burst, but at that point, if you're Garanex, you can just stall for time. So, you got a couple of options on hand. Yeah, good stuff from both players here. That's going to be Adroth out, and Garanex setting themselves up for loser semifinals.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Meanwhile, on winner's side, once again, we do have AJShifter versus Play Guy. We'll be seeing that in a little bit. I believe we are going to be running Joshua and Mute first, or let me double check actually before I tell more lies. Yes, it's going to be Joshua and Mute. Okay, great.
Joshua, right? All right. This is like matchup of the night to me. Because Makoto versus Kagura is something you don't see often, at least not in NA. This is some like old arcade footage type matchup, bro.
I actually don't know who New York Kagura players would be at the time. My history on players is not.
I think closest would be Dogzia over in New Jersey.
But I'm just mostly thinking of like back in the day with like Omniscythe when they were more active.
Oh, true. True.
Because Kagura is not like especially back in the day, not a super unusual character.
Yeah. All right, some good luck, have fun in the chat. Both players, very courteous, even though, their characters are very grimy. To some extent.
I think every CF character is grimy to an extent.
That's true. That's a game we play, though.
All right. So, I don't even know what the round start interaction is going to be here. Something goofy is going to happen.
For the one time, can you just do like Cosmos round start for the one time?
No, what?
I only say that because I got hit by it once on net play and like it hasn't left my mind since. I don't know. Sometimes there are certain interactions in this game where I'm like clearly traumatized. Most of those dealing with Subaki. Thanks, Dantis.
It's all good. Joshua just gonna walk back, trying to get a little bit of space and assess what Mute's options are here. Oh, what a classic. 2C whiffs, okay, I will IAD to punish, and then you get B flash kick.
Yeah. Great. Top by 3C, gonna flash kick Oki, here we go. Okay.
I have no idea how intentional that crush trigger was.
Me neither, but like the age-old classic, we take those. Hit. I'm not sure if it's a good starter for Makoto. Seems they're just taking an Oki anyways.
Alright, big counter adherent, however. He should be decent. Gonna opt for a shorter confirm here. It's gonna be about a little under 3k. Next hit should kill. Mute immediately bursts. That might have been a delayed overdrive with a reaction to the overhead here. Alright. I guess that's as close as you get into your combos coming out randomly.
I guess so. Yeah, well, I got maybe listen to the stream. Listen, bro, it's a wrong start. Don't throw it back for me.
Oh, this is looking like the round there. I guess Joshua wasn't super confident in going for the CCC follow up because I wonder if he could have done that into like half circle back forward D for like going into super right after. But either way, gets it done.
Mew, you can play seriously now. If you're listening, play seriously. I want to see some sick Kagura stuff, please.
Friends here, believe me, I think they are more than likely playing seriously. They are potentially doing a lot of these Katamos to like cover some of Joshua's approaches. It's either that or it's just like a couple of input errors there.
Maybe. I believe.
What is this round?
Combos. Oh my god, this combo's so good. Oh,
well, and there it is. You know, like, we looked at it too much and then it ran away. It's like an animal in the forest.
Yep.
Deep JB ends up connecting Wyvern from across the room. CA to put Kagura in the corner there, blocks the flash.
Oh, goodbye.
Round done and over.
Okay. JoshuaVV off to a strong start. Y'all have so many matches online. I'm kind of jealous.
The wheel of fate is turning. Level 1. Action.
Let's see what we get for our next game here. Game 1 was quite dominant in Joshua's favor, but getting these initial that initial interaction at least, pushing Joshua into the corner here, and they're doing a lot of like threatening into stance there. But frankly, if I'm Josh, likely Josh could just dash jump and just kind of leave, because Wyvern's not really that threatening there. And if you want to be crazy, because I wouldn't do it in tournament, even though it's probably kind of viable. Like, you can't smack Kagura out of Wyvern very consistently there. So something to note, perhaps. Wow, JC just barely whiffing in this situation here. Joshua looking poised to take the round here. Pressure in order to extend the confirm here. Not quite close enough for the 5C to connect here, however. Blocks the counter assault and gets it done.
Okay, all right. I like what I'm seeing. JoshuaV, can he close it out against Kagura? Because Mute right now just looking he's looking like he's getting mauled, to be honest.
It's looking it's weird because there's a lot of neutral interactions that are going well. It's just one of those cases you have to go for a low there. It's just one of those cases where the moment Joshua gets a hit, things go from bad to worse for Mute. But if Mute gets a hit, it's kind of like we're still interacting and playing the game.
Yeah, that's definitely like how it's looking right now.
Oh, that's a big counter hit here. Not going to be able to follow up afterwards. Quick Rise gets caught by the 2B, but no follow-up from Joshua. Going into further offense here. Clipped low by that 2B. God, that is so devious.
All right, question, since I don't know the total matchup or really much about this character, but how effective would backdash be mid-screen against her? Yeah, I'm thinking about like representing that option if you're
not great. Dash 5B will hit a pretty decent distance. If she sends ball after you, then that will likely clip you, or at least force you to block. That's tragic, actually. That could very well be.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So while Mute did manage to take the round, thank God for them. That in combo dropping resulted in them having to spend the OD in that situation, because if it wasn't OD, it was going to be burst. Joshua is indeed at set point here.
Yep. Oh my god, what a throw.
Nice connection in this situation there. Roll doesn't get caught, but Joshua tries to keep Mute contained, but the flash kicks are coming out a bit more frequently here. It's a little more difficult for Joshua to go into overheads to beat flash kicks, since 6B is quite slow, technically speaking, and it's a big enough gap that Kagura is probably just going to slam the flash kick regardless, but it's definitely something useful to show. But we've been seeing it come out of Asteroid Vision a bit, and that's been doing pretty decently in general. Trying to bait out some reversal, but Joshua opts to just super jump in place. Gets clipped afterwards there, though. Good 2A mash that's going to beat out the 68 cancel here.
The burst.
A reset into overhead gets the burst. Oh my goodness.
Nice Adroth tech, I mean.
Honestly, both players are kind of leaping into each other, but we haven't really seen Joshua set himself up for anti-airs very frequently. Like, he's been opting to air block in situations where I feel like 6A would normally work out well. However, getting a big hit here, dropping it, but he'll be able to get it done. That's so many resources. Surely this will kill. Operation be damned. Not quite enough, however. Flash kick connects, and we are in for a game 3.
Oh, okay. That was CF right there. Oh my god.
That was unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah, so that was CF. Okay. I don't even know, like, to really say it. Kind of hard to, like, kind of take in everything this match has been going on. There's so much has been going on, but it's like you said, the moment, like, Joshua kind of gets started, you can definitely tell who's, like, practice more on offense and who practice like their defense against a specific character, you know?
Well, yeah, against the characters, yeah, in these like particular matchups. Oh, getting set up here, but yeah, see a lot of these combos in the air. Good counter hit in this situation, connects the 2A here. Plus frames off of that, but Joshua just opting to jump back entirely. I'm wondering if Joshua can still 5A in order to reinforce that and make Flash Kick like a tougher guess. Oh my goodness, that was Orb. Orb came out most likely by accident because we happened to have a back charge. Perhaps wanted to 5A there and move the stick forward.
Oh, I'm not sure if I agree with that, Briz. Honestly, I would have just taken it into round 2.
I think it's a generally a little bit of a tough decision to make there. So yeah, but in that situation where Joshua is already on top of you, it's really difficult to kind of get your couple of big hits in Oki to like put it to bed, especially since Joshua had, if I remember correctly, had enough resources for like an RC reversal, so it just makes it very hard to like make that decision. B Flash Kick ends up connecting. Joshua's aerial approaches have been lacking in some senses of the word, where like Mute has been very on point with B Flash kicking them very consistently.
Good combo. All right,
things are looking good here. I'm not gonna lie, as the set's been progressing, it feels like Mute's been tightening it up. God almost ends up connecting here, and we are going into...
Oh, perfect.
Jesus. Yeah,
all right.
Game 3, last round.
This round starting interaction, it will be Mute with a JB, but
JC from Joshua here, but the drop, however, on the 2D. Man grab whiffing. We gotta start here. I'm really curious. Joshua's about to build up enough meter that he can probably go for space counter mix on this next hit. Let's see if they opt for it. Burst is available for Mute. Most likely gonna be spent if Joshua gets this next hit here. I don't think Joshua's gonna bait. No, overdrive instead. Gets the counter assault. Mute finally has some room to breathe here, but that overdrive's not gonna get too much done afterwards. It's a weird moment of it hitting like that. J2C connects, but Makoto can still follow with buttons. JC, but no follow-up here. Probably going to be another RC. Tries to TRM. Tech off the purple throw here. Overdrive and active flow for Joshua. Simply active flow for Mute. If Mute stalls out the time, they will have another OD to spend. But
what? That'll be it off the throw. Oh no, dude. Oh. Damn. It's the fact that the first built right on that initial throw, and oh. Damn.
Wow. So it goes. What a tense set there at the end. Jesus.
Whew. However, that was winner's side, if I remember correctly. So
I was loser's side.
Oh, damn! I wanted to see.
We got winners finals coming up here right now. We're going to have AJShifter versus Play Guy coming up here for y'all folks.
All right.
So once again, this will be New 13 versus Play Guy. I think this is one of, if not already, one of the highest placings for AJShifter at a BostonBlueBeat bracket. That upset over Adroth was super big, so good stuff to them there. And if I'm wrong, well then you're simply just winning more than I realize, and that's pretty cool too.
AJShifter holding it down for all the new players out there. I like what I see.
Yeah.
You know, Play Guy, just immovable force, you know.
Boy, no, it's immovable object. Immovable object unstoppable.
I might be y'all.
No, you're good.
It is a immovable object. All right.
But do you want to talk a little bit on some of your thoughts on the New 13 matchup, actually?
So, this matchup really racked my brain when starting out CF for a while, because, you know, I've never seen a zoner kind of play like New. Like, this, I think New is like a gateway for a lot of people into, like, anime-type zoning, wherein, why does she have all this movement? Is a question I ask myself, like, all the time when you're new. But, you know, Ragna can't back down, you know, never what. I'm getting all my stuff mixed up right now.
You're good.
Yeah. But Ragna does have the normals and stuff to kind of stuff down New and, you know, keep her in check. Can check the dash, can check all of her approaches. I think anti-airs are really important sometimes, depending on the new player. But the real equalizer of the matchup is Carnage Scissors. There is effectively just a cat and mouse game whenever Ragna has 50 meter, because one drive and then boom, he's in. But with the threat of Carnage Scissors, that makes neutral so much easier for Ragna, because New is not gonna be, you know, she's threatened by that presence, you know, so she's not gonna be pressing as much as stuff, you know, how do I say it? It's really weird. I can't voice this, but just having that 50-meter on deck will make new players do stuff like they don't want to do in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really like the threat or the presence of the option is sometimes stronger than actually flexing the option itself.
Yeah, basically. And with Carnage Scissors, it's like it it is just, a flat damage super, but getting that knockdown, getting that 2.5k if I remember correctly on Carnage Scissors into a lot of corner carry depending on like stage positioning can really get the game plan started for Ragna. And New doesn't have a DP anymore thanks to Lambda, so when she's knocked down, that's just how it is. Damn, she really did have a DP. That's kind of insane.
That's not super insane.
Yeah.
This character needs something. They put her in jail several times.
Oh boy. Mori has his favorites, let's just say that.
In some respects of the word, yeah. 60 connects here.
Oh, something else interesting about the matchup is that like new players will never hold on to OD against Ragna. At least in my experience, they will almost always early burst against Ragna, whether it be for momentum purposes or positioning purposes. So
I think that's like also a general new 13 though, from like usually the player base, because her OD is not very great, and the risk of her getting killed and losing early momentum is so vast. Like you see a lot of these early bursts come in.
Yeah, when you put it in that perspective, I kind of get it now.
Yeah, like even in that match versus Filey, we saw AJShifter, if I remember correctly, opt for like a couple of bursts in those situations. Which is interesting because in their set versus Adroth, we saw a decent amount of OD come out instead. So, it's a varying dynamics there. Oh,
he did the thing. All right. So
it's gonna work out a little bit better.
Technically, you're really supposed to do that with Gauntlet Hades, but Blood Scythe also works. I can see why he did that because the positioning was kind of weird. But Gauntlet Hades, Blood Scythe in the air will hop you over Luminous Slave is the name of the super? No, Legacy Edge. There we go.
It's Legacy Edge. Luminous Slave is when she summons the sword and it stays there for
that's the sword summon. Oh, clip by 3C round start.
Big 2D whiff there. That allows Play Guy to take up a bit of additional space, but AJShifter is still there. Netting a couple of hits, but nothing clean yet for this round here. Jesus.
That was a big hit for New, but, big hits for New. And not a lot.
It's the big thing was that they weren't even close enough to connect after the 6 seed. That would have dealt like pretty decent damage there, all things considered. But the positioning wasn't quite there. Baited CA, in fact, this is looking quite rough here. If Play Guy gets active flow, yes, and there's the active flow. Not quite in. Oh no, just in time for the OD version of DBD.
Yep, I knew it.
Goodness.
There's one character I can be confident on when it comes to OD routes. It's definitely Ragna. The moment I saw like the early Nightmare Edge ender when he didn't go for the second, row of arrows, I was like, oh yeah, he's saving it.
Yeah, when I saw active flow pop, I was like, it could be finished.
Okay. Game 1 going to Play Guy. Remember, this is first to 3, if I remember correctly.
Yes, AJShifter final, so it is 3 out of 5.
Yep, AJShifter has a bit of time, kind of look at the situation, kind of look at what he needs to do. Anyways, I'm going to call it right now. ID back JD from AJShifter. Come on. Oh, I was almost there.
That was actually like 70% correct. That was one of those questions you get in college exams where it's like, here's the same answer, but a little more explained. One of these is wrong, by the way.
God, do I know that feeling? I hate finals week. But hey, we're surviving.
It is what it is. JD connects for AJShifter, trying to swat Play Guy away, who is boldly running in, mind you.
And I mean, look what he got for with his troubles. He's finally AJShifter finally in the corner. Oh my god! Oh my god! I love Ragna the Blood Edge. Can I just say that?
You can say that. You can say that.
I love when 5B does a thing where you go into the corner for no reason, and then you just ID over them and do DDP, and that crosses up for some reason, and then you just this character, dude. Anyways, this character is now dead.
Yeah, that's a dead man.
Oh boy. Alright. 6-6 to burst on both sides, huh? Okay. Nice combo. Never mind. Every time I say nice combo, someone drops it. I'm very sorry, y'all.
Look, it is what it is. Getting used to commentary is all about just cursing people and saying, I apologize. You get used to that. That's one thing you get used to. Oh my goodness. Good hits here for Play Guy in this situation. Honestly, a counter at 5B will certainly get it done here. No dice, however. An up back from AJShifter places them in quite a good position. Side swap confirmed, in fact. Gonna set the seed up. Nice.
Yep.
Luminous also set up. It's time to work.
Nice block.
Plus frames there. Ooh. Wheel setup, or rather, seed setup once again there. But I forget if the placements have like a minimum spacing. Oh, this is death, by the way. RC to super.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah. I forget if the gravity wells like have a specific like set distance. I know that each strength, like 2 and for A, 2 and for B, 2 and for C, or whichever input it is, they have different distances. I'm just curious to see if like they'll still place on top of new 13 there. The wheel placement there didn't really achieve too much because Shifter couldn't back up, nor was a Play Guy kind of in the center of it. Gonna get some good corner carry in this part here. Sets up the gravity seed, sets up Luminous once more. Let's see what the mix is. Not really much mix at all.
Hey,
Jesus.
okay.
Deep 6A.
He's running in there, gonna get the full corner carry pretty much.
Oh, you're dead. You're
Okay.
so dead. You're so dead.
Good. So why did I not like hit him?
Oh, why didn't he kill? Oh my goodness, Play Guy. How
Did he
could
not
you do
kill?
this?
What's going on? Oh, you know what?
How could you do this to your Ragnar brethren? You didn't kill on a big super getting blocked. You didn't pop OD and remove them from this planet, this world, the star stuff gone from the ashes here.
The life force out of them with the life steal on your drive. That's how this thing works, man. We've been doing this since what, 2008? Well, I haven't, but you know.
Oh man.
Supposed to kill the dude. I mean, you did, but like, not like that, man. Not like that.
The wheel of fate is turning. Level 1. Action.
Okay,
AB
me up
into the double jump JB there. I think maybe Shifter was expecting Play Guy to either get hit or wanted to extend the like pressure into by jailing, but
yeah,
not quite there here.
dude, I find it really funny. Play Guy's just been standing it with running jump, and even if he gets hit, he does not care. He's just doing it, dude. He's just doing it,
right? Like, when you're up against New 13, you really are just trying to show your different movement options there. And if you get hit, the stray hits do not frequently lead to like super meaningful damage or OPs. You kind of just get back up and then go back again. It's like watching a kid fall off a bike, bust their ass, and then you see them like get up again. It's like the 50-50 chance of them either sobbing or they just kind of get up like nothing happened.
Anyway, I mean, look at those jumps got him. Dude's dead. Okay, nice IB on the disc. Oh, that's a crash confirm, baby. Hey, that should be a clean 3.9K, maybe more. 4.0, barely off.
What's that going to hell jail? And AJShifter just like jumped immediately after.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Little pressure right now.
This is okay. Pain, suffering, a couple of missed opportunities for Shifter here. Play Guy is at set point, looking poised to 3-0 for their winners finals set.
Sitting on Carnage Scissors 2. You can't send out a drive anymore. Oh.
Yeah, again, this is just a lot of these situations where Shifter is just not quite on the ball. Some of these like moments going out of hand here.
Bye.
Play Guy with a kill opportunity right here. Let's see if they can finish it up. And there it is. That is going to be 3-0 for Play Guy, taking winners finals.
Okay. Dominant. Showing it out for the Ragnar brethren. Let's go. Now AJShifter sitting in losers finals. I don't have to bracket up, but I think that's where he is.
Yeah, no, it's a losers finals.
All right, and loser semis will be JoshuaVV versus
Garanex.
Garanex. Okay. Good top 4 we got. I'm liking it.
Yeah, this is pretty solid here. I wonder what we're gonna get from. So let me double check. Yeah, Joshua and Garanex did play in winner's side. That was our round 2 set. That was also on stream. And we saw Joshua take that 2-1. Garanex made a pretty good comeback for game 2, but ultimately Joshua clutched it out in game 3.
No, you'd think as a co-commentator I would have the bracket pulled up, but no, appears not. I'm just kind of here to talk.
You're now snitching on yourself.
Yeah, I know.
So here's the beauty at being on the other side of the screen. You can mess up multiple times in certain small ways and people won't know. You just gotta keep moving.
True.
It's all good. That being said, this should be a pretty interesting set here. Do you want to... What are certain things that you think might happen come up in the set? What do you think would be important coming up here?
I am heavy calling it out right now. I think JoshuaVV might do some insane RPS on like locking a sweet spot chain with I always forget what her like little sway move is when she like goes back and like gut punches you. I want to see some RPS on that just to make sure like Hosman stays on his toes. But that will also allow Hosman to, do some more delayed chain stuff, J60 and the Jamajin whiff and all that. I want to see some stuff like that. I think name of the game is like who catches each other in the high jump war, who jails each other first. I think that's what we're also going to see.
And then do you think there are any other kind of interactions like on offense and defense that might come up here?
Let's see. I think Garanex might have to show like he can cover Makoto's shenanigans. Because, Hosma being the stagger character he is, not a lot of that is like a true string. So there's always going to be a chance for JoshuaVV to kind of do something there. And, he also has a DP, of course. Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Round start 3C from Hazama. Calling it now. Putting my channel points on it. Letting the intro roll.
Round start 3C. It's not.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling it.
This is no. I think Garanex is just gonna jump up and do a chain. And
okay, but like, what if I'm right? What are you gonna do if I'm right?
I don't know.
Oh, never mind. Fuck, you were right. Okay, cool. Fuck.
Garanex doesn't really click 3C like that if you watch their sets. Like, he doesn't really do it in neutral much. Right. Like, you won't see a lot of 3C and you won't see a lot of, like, 236A.
Okay, but like it's more of a reason to just put it in there, just for a one time.
Yeah, but player habits are, not to say that they're immutable, but certain player habits are hard to change.
True.
Oh, Garanex already showing the B flash kick from stance to kind of shut out a little bit of those jump attempts that Joshua might opt for. They also RC immediately in order to like guaranteed continued pressure afterwards. Counter hit JB from Joshua leads into a solid knockdown here. No side swap. Looks like they're going for the overhead. Garanex is blocking them a lot better now, honestly.
Yeah.
Earlier in Joshua's sets, he was connecting with those overheads almost every single time. That's a tragic tech out situation there. Garanex looking for the burst there, almost doomed that entire route, but they still managed to pick up just fine.
Not gonna kill though, but
clear.
Oh my god, dude. Nice a beast, a nice match. Burst?
Oh my god.
Okay, never mind, it worked.
Yeah, Garanex really wants to show Joshua that they are willing to commit to mashing in those situations where Joshua's going for those C follow-ups. The D follow-up to Astrovision there. So I think it's really important for Joshua to show a few more frame traps in order to discourage that from Garanex there, right? Like, you really want to make sure that they don't have many options. That was a 6-6A. I'm assuming that was Microdash 5A that just became a Microdash overhead. Or Garanex is insane. Either are possible. I don't really know the guy like that.
I mean, from his play, it looks like he had a pretty solid head on his shoulders. Like, I don't know. There are some Hearthstone players I see where it's like, oh my god, you're just going to bet the entire world and it's going to work. But, Garanex definitely showing he's got something up there.
Jesus. JD ends up connecting there. 6B gets OD'd, and that's surely a dead squirrel on the screen there, folks.
Alright. Roadkill, my guy. Roadkill. Good lord.
We're already going to the last round of Game 1 here. A marked improvement compared to their first game in their first set earlier.
Sweet spot chain into the usual B&B, 665B. Oh no, what a drop!
Garanex has consistently been like awkwardly far when going into their like B&B, which has resulted in like a couple of big drops. Like they'll still go for like the 2B sometimes in order to compensate for the distance, but they like won't be there close enough for like 5C or 2C to connect afterwards. Drop the ender there from Joshua. This is an awkward spot here. Stance follow-ups are possible. Joshua just backs up and jumps.
Not clip on a low.
Oh no, mashing!
Oh my god, you threw there?
Oh goodness, OD should be able to seal the deal. Let's see if Joshua finishes up the confirm here.
He's gone. It's insane.
Oh, we're going straight in the asshole too.
Oh my god. Goodbye, cruel world. Jesus.
That's a death snake right there.
Oh. To the stars.
Mm-hmm.
All right, JoshuaVV game 1. What a way to end it.
That's a pretty strong ender right there. We're going into game 2 now. And remember, this is loser semi, so we are back to 2 out of 3 for now.
Oh god, you're right. I didn't think of that. Oh god. Everything could just end right here. And hear me out. See, first to 3 top 8s. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Ball ends up connecting with the chain there, but Hazama still manages to avoid the punch follow-up here. Garanex working on a perfect here. Any solid counter hit will get it done. Active flow coming up soon for them as well, as if to guarantee the possibility of a perfect.
Oh my god! Right. So much pressure coming out. The JA's not gonna
my
kill.
goodness. I don't know why they opted for this. I think they opted for the stance cancel because they like paraded it a lot with like the JAs there and like didn't trust the rest of the combo working properly.
Yeah,
lots of IBBs here actually. So that's one big thing that I think is interesting coming up now. We've seen Garanex challenge a lot on that specific follow-up from Asteroid Vision, but now they're opting for barrier to force Joshua to like dash up a bit more often. ODs from Joshua are working out quite well on the 6As. Those are pretty difficult to react to. Space counter mix, but Joshua's been opting for the side swap overhead each and every time. So Garanex is literally just committed to blocking in that specific direction. If Joshua shows a couple of different mix-ups there, it will likely start connecting a bit more. A 4-way mix-up is only a 4-way mix-up if, well, you show at least 2 or 3 other options there.
True. There we go.
First chain connects, but Joshua just kind of got hit straight up. That was not a combo there. Like, that was just, like, 2 hits from the chain interaction into, like, the follow-ups.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if, like, Joshua is, like, a little hesitant on committing the anti-airs sometimes. And that's, like, resulting in them getting hit here. There's, once again, the barriers and IBBs in order to challenge, actually, in a space where Joshua is plus, but is required to dash up to, like, retain pressure.
Catches the jump out with an A follow-up. That air throw hit. Okay, I like blinked and, you know, Makoto got snatched. Insane.
Right, next it is certainly going to kill. Garanex has OD to work with as well in order to secure it. 2B connects here. Tries to RC and burst bait. My friend, you got enough meter. Just OD cancel and super. Air throw gets teched. Right. Air follow-up connects. Burst comes out from Joshua. They are on a millimeter of a millimeter's length. And it is well and over for game 2. We are looking at yet another game 3 between these players.
There's more BlazBlue to be played, and I'm trying to see it all, bro. This is some good BlazBlue. There's some good BlazBlue.
It's hard to tell who's gonna win this set here.
Yeah. Oh boy, Jimenjin. What? Okay. Punches the ball, no avail. First hit goes to JoshuaVV, and so the first knockdown, I assume, if there's no drop. Yep. There we go. There's the pressure. But Garanex so good at these IBs. Oh my god, the OD up the reset. You hate to see it. Into the corner he goes. No time. There we go. Nice and optimal. I gotta stop commenting you guys on your combos, dude. I'm so sorry. I just gotta trash y'all next time. Then y'all do optimal stuff.
This is already looking so good for Garanex here. They're going to take this first round rather dominantly against Joshua here.
Oh, Christ. What a mauling. One more round, though. One more round.
In the law of the backyard jungle, it appears that the snake is poised to kill the squirrel here. He ends up connecting. Good God. So JB as a normal is really interesting for Makoto because it's one of the very few air normals that hit above her. So in matchups against aerial-based characters like Hazama, it's particularly useful for sniping them out when they're above you here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. Oh my God.
Over here.
Dude, a complete roll reversal of the last round. He's just blocking out for his life.
Joshua just opting for the RC to continue pressure, but Garanex has been very comfortable with blocking here, and Joshua's had a tough time cracking them open in certain cases, or rather, their success rate isn't as high as it was in their earlier sets. This bracket. Garanex getting a big hit here, that's going to be a side swap right there, and things are going to look much dicier here. Remember, Garanex is indeed at set point in this situation. All it takes is one.
He jumps out. Oh no.
Nash ends up getting caught. Burst comes out. Bro is here. Go directly into super. We're going to negate even the possibility of a burst. And we are going into last game, last round, once again between both players here.
Okay. Right. 0 takes the burst for JoshuaVV. He spent everything he had for that W. Oh no.
It's getting pieced up a little bit early here. Joshua's going to have to play the long game if they're going to get an overdrive to spend, or a burst at least to spend for this round. If they pop active flow, they're definitely going to make their way through to that. There's the big counter hit there. There's a reason why it's difficult to mash on those situations here. About 3k, tons of corner carry. 2A ends up connecting here. Things are looking quite good for Joshua. Tons of meter to spend as well. OD comes out, but OD on Astral Vision is tough, but Joshua, in the kind of the weird like hesitation there, gets clipped instead. Active flow for Garanex now. Oh my God. X out there. CA doesn't come out.
Jumps back into the corner.
Built up passively here. Tries to J2C, gets clipped. Ball ends up coming out.
Oh my God.
OD just now available for Joshua. This is dicey. 2B comes out from Garanex. I can't tell if that was meant to be a barrier or not. Air throw attempt doesn't connect. 2B, 3C if Joshua dies. And you hate to see it. They had the burst on the table, but didn't react to the situation in time. That was just one of those legit 2-button moments. It's sometimes you're just a hair slow on the sticks.
Fighting it out to the very end. Shout out to JoshuaVV. What a trooper. Especially with Makoto.
Yeah, big slugfest between both characters here.
All right, losers finals: Hazama versus New, Garanex versus AJShifter. Yeah, I'm still recovering from that set, man.
It was big. It was big. It was big.
Big moves from both players. All right, Hazama versus New. I don't think I've ever watched this matchup like intently, I guess. Very weird, but I would assume Hazama wins. Well, first off, yeah, because New is New. But I'm kind of interested in seeing like what interactions will play out here, because how does New handle chain movement? That's what I'm thinking about right now. I mean, I guess she could do 6D to cover like a lot of angles Hazama wants to do at full screen, but
you mean 6D or 6C?
6D, I mean. Yeah.
6D would cover like I'd have to think. I'd have to think too hard. But yeah, a situation there.
Oh, I forgot she also has a really good air dash for covering that too, and a lot of active frames on her aerials thanks to JC and the air throw. Okay, answering all my questions in about the first 10 seconds. Thank you, AJShifter. Yeah. All right, Hazama feeling trapped and mauled by all the. Okay, good.
Say ends up connecting in this situation. Counter hit with active flow. This is going to be pretty great damage. In fact, it's going to be 4K meterless. No resources spent whatsoever here.
Damn! Oh my God, 4.3.
Looking pretty good. This is going to be one hit from kill. Legacy Edge in order to continue pressure, but Shifter didn't really end up doing much with it. They kind of just looked at Garanex. Most likely, they were trying to bait a CA out there. Oh my goodness.
That's mad funny. Yo.
That was absurd. Oh, there's the 6D like you were talking about earlier, actually.
Yeah. that was like the main thing on my mind for like covering stuff in this matchup. And I mean, how does Hosma respond to that? I can't really give you an answer. Besides, you know, just more ground movement, I guess.
JD connects here. Chain ends up getting sniped by the JD. Shifter switching sides here. Not gonna be a ton of damage. Great corner carry, however. Stuff with the wheel, and it's time to block for a little while, my friend.
Garanex's IVs are really good. Oh my god, what an air
that is
throw.
aggressive.
Wow, dude, that was personal. Holy shit.
That felt like it had something in there.
A little bit of vitriol.
Jesus.
Vitriol. Oh my god. He
counter assault, and that's definitely going to be game one. Yeah. In dominant fashion here for AJShifter.
No.
Pop OD, and it almost went bad, but then it didn't, so we're fine. Don't worry.
I mean, we'll take it. Okay. We'll take it.
Could have been very dicey there, but that's certainly a lot of early momentum in favor of Shifter.
I just don't even know, like, how would Garanex, like, really adapt here? I don't know. It just seems, you know, New got like a lot of good hits, and can't really blame Garanex for anything that happened that match. All right. Round start, though. I am sensing an IDJB from AJShifter. Give it to me. And I'm wrong again. Cool. Scared of him, shot him in the face after the act parser. Okay, take the simple combo. Never mind, just take the reach. Not exactly restand, you know, just combo. Nice. Act parser cross up into the disc, into the seed. There you go. Full corner carry. Here we go. Garanex with no burst, no OD, no meter. DK Crescent Moon.
Jesus, this is looking very good for Shifter here. They are making quick work of Garanex. Not to say that Garanex is down and necessarily out, but it's a bit of a comeback to make here in this situation. Clipped by the 2B here in this situation. And that's going to be round one done.
Damn, dude. This guy wants it. He wants back in Grands. I'm feeling it. Alright, Garanex is kind of rambling around to make anything connect. Burst immediately? Okay.
I don't know if I would be bursting on New 13 like that, especially on some of those stray hits. Like, you're not really going to be eating a ton of damage. The resulting situation's not going to be that bad, but it looks like Garanex is, quite frankly, at a loss for what to do in these situations here. We've seen the gravity well kind of get set up, and though Garanex is able to block out a lot of the situations, it kind of comes at a point where they inevitably get opened up by something or the other. So it's a little tough for them in those situations, right? The up back getting caught by the 5B here. Luckily enough, Garanex gets out of there.
Blue beated the combo.
Some of these drive normals are very, very risky from Shifter. Like, in general, Garanex whiffing a drive is so much less bad than AJShifter whiffing a drive. The recovery on them is very different, and Garanex can still cancel the chains on whiff, provided that they have stocks. Jesus, backdash ends up getting clipped by the 2B here. With OD, this might actually kill, despite the lack of meter. Garanex probably cognizant of it, trying to burst, but it's at literally right when AJ decided to pop OD.
Yeah. Okay, 2-0. I'm definitely getting the vibes that AJShifter has a lot of experience against Hosma, because this is like way too direct of an answer to like the usual Hosma shenanigans, and you're just taking full control of the set whenever you can.
I think it's a lot of it comes down to the way that they set up a lot of these interactions against Garanex, where like, for example, Jesus Christ, man, those air throws are so aggro. Like for example, like a lot of the neutral ends up getting played at a very large distance, and AJ's been able to like whiff a lot of drives into being relatively safe. IB's the like A follow-up and challenges, but not quite there on the confirm. Garanex ends up connecting into an OD route here. Already so much damage done to Shifter. It's literally they could die on this route actually.
Yep. Oh, speaking of, good.
Agent RC there, doesn't even need it. And I think that round demonstrates how much of a like bouncing on the knife's edge AJ has to do, because those were like 3 to 4 scramble situations that didn't go in their favor, and then they just straight up died. Like very quickly too.
This is the life of New 13.
All right, Luminous is set up. Gonna let it pop in order to keep themselves in. All right, Crescent ends up connecting here. Wheel ends up clipping Garanex here. I suspect an OD would be coming up here. That's my suspicion. Especially if Garanex thinks that 3C is going to come up. However, going to end up being... Oh, goodness. This is quite good for Garanex here.
Yep.
Properly jumps in, then backdashes afterwards.
It's counter hit,
no
is
super risky. They were really betting on like an IAD or something there. AJ trying to go for the burst bait there might actually determine how the rest of this round goes, unless the legacy is next there.
Oh my god, never mind!
AJ trying to keep it burst safe. Clip by the command grab. OD's not going to kill here quite yet, so Garanex has to wait on the next knockdown to pop it. The 6-10, however.
God.
That's a big call out.
It's an insane call. It works though. What, dude? Balls of steel to do that in a situation like that.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Hey man, he took his gamble and he made money.
It certainly paid off here. Yeah, that 2-1-4B snipes a lot of the latex in those situations, so it's not ideal to roll, and that burst is even less ideal. This is looking like an ironic twist on AJShifter earlier in this game, popping OD on Garanex's burst. And that is certainly going to be game 3 in Garanex's favor.
Well, you could take the loss. You with this information, you can definitely say like, no, I can do this. Some things can just happen in the heat of battle, but you can't let it dissuade you. This can be a win for AJShifter. He can get back in the grands.
It's just going to be a bit of a hill to climb, but we've seen reverse 3-0s possible, and I think Garanex is quite capable.
Great. Nice backdash on that first chain. All right, fair throw from Garanex. Oh my god.
My goodness.
That's first, what? I guess, in a sense.
And at this point, I think there might be a little bit of nerves here in terms of AJShifter's side. In the first game especially, we saw such commanding confidence from them in terms of their OD and burst usage here, and suddenly we're seeing a lot more burst come out in relatively, like, fine situations. Like, they're not going to lead to anything like nutso damage. It's not like a 6C fatal counter or something like that. Burst comes out from Garanex, and thankfully AJShifter was spaced just far enough that the J6D was not going to connect, and Garanex couldn't zoom past it. Looks like he was already committed to the follow-up, but I wonder if he would have been able to, like, get past it doing B follow-up, since that's projectile invulnerable. Oh, that was a misinput there. That was meant to be super there, but Luminous ended up coming out.
Okay, one more round. One more round. This is stressful for either player at this point. Nice clash.
AD connects right there. The chain whiffs. Yeah, no punish. Gravity well is set in this situation. JC just barely clips here. A couple of stray hits are going to add up to quite a decent amount of chip on AJShifter here. The 5A whiffs against the 2A interaction there. However, AJ managing to find a hit. This has been such a crazy back and forth arrow.
Okay, set down the seed, set down the disc, set down the Luminous. What we got? That felt like a misinput. I'm not gonna say it was, but something about that sequence did not seem right to me. Garanex put him back in the corner.
Counter assault immediately on a 2-1-4B, which, mind you, would have been probably baited by like a C follow-up from Garanex. So that was really risky. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness.
God. That was almost a baller option. Calling out the 4D with late tech in the super.
Alright, if AJ can get a burst out of Garanex, even an OD, that sets himself up some... Oh. Or you could just take the set. You could just take the set. That works too. That works too. I get it. Sometimes you just want to end it all.
Yeah.
End your opponent. Finish up.
I mean, well fought up until the very end. That's all I could say. But definitely some nerves, I think, from either player going into those last 2 games. But you gotta calm it down, man. You're in the final frontier. Just one more opponent left.
And I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be tough for AJShifter here if we're gonna base this off their winner's final set here. Play Guy very confidently 3-0'd them. Now let's see if there is some newfound confidence in AJShifter. Dispatching Garanex is sure to give them, a bit more pep in their steps, so to speak. The loser's run is quite real.
I would hope so. So I definitely want to see it. I definitely want to see a competitive set for this brand. Rogna always an interesting matchup to watch, to play, kind of like analyze, and you got 3 games at the very minimum to see how it plays out.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, I just think this matchup, more than anything else, maybe once again because Ragnar main, but this matchup very interesting to kind of like watch, analyze, and play. And I just want to see what AJShifter can do to kind of circumvent like how dominant that initial set was between these two earlier in the bracket. Something I want to see more of is just like, I say air to airs because Play Guy's last strategy in the last set was just, I'm just going to dash jump, you're going to hit me with a drive, but I'm not going to care. But if AJShifter can really lock him down, make him block some pressure, and make Play Guy think more about his movement options, maybe potentially leading to him doing riskier stuff that, maybe those drives can originally cover. That's just neutral RPS, Right, there we go,
thus far, AJShifter getting the first hit of the set. And as a reminder, folks, we say this all the time, AJShifter is on the loser side. That means they will have to win 2 3 out of 5 sets in order to make it, in order to get her done. Meanwhile, Play Guy only needs to win 1 of those sets. So, either way, it's a tall mountain to climb here. DP comes out from Play Guy. OD still on the table. If they need the damage or they just drop a combo, it's fine. We just pick them back up, no problem. Life lead already back in the hands of Play Guy here.
Oh boy. OD's 2 to 5B, can't get a punish.
Nice reverse super. Very far, but at the very least, the Play Guy's not able to punish in that situation here.
Another jail situation.
That's dealing a lot of barrier damage, but now that AJ is out of OD, their drives aren't going to do chip anymore, so Play Guy has really not much reason to spend more on barrier here. However, they've still been using it a little bit, and that's putting them so close to danger state.
Yeah, I was careful. Oh my, okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, looked like a bit of a drop there. I'm wondering if I'm assuming that was either a drop or AJ was really hoping to build just enough meter to go into super.
All right, nice jump C from Play Guy. Into the optimized combo, okay. First troubles.
Good here, a good 36%. A couple of 2A staggers end up connecting in this situation. Now all Play Guy needs is really like a 5B counter hit and like an OD.
Or 2B roll catch.
Not gonna be enough to kill unless Play Guy opts to spend a lot, and we're not likely to see that.
Roll catch. Oh, I did not know Nuke could cross under there. That's really sick. Hey,
yeah,
this is a really good
position.
Actually, no, not a good position. In fact, Play Guy sitting on 50 meter. Counter scissors is on the table. Nice shoulder Hellfang. He DP'd after that. What? Okay. I can't believe he DP'd after that.
I can. You know how many times I've seen Ragnus do silly thing in the DP?
Okay, well,
maybe,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's me. I'm wrong the players, but you know.
I wasn't even going to blame you.
I was a big believer in Hell's Fang 1 into DP, even though Hell's Fang 1 is -4 on block.
Yes, hence IDing it is really important in order to,
oh yeah.
IDing is important to remove like a lot of those RPS options.
Oh, nice catching up backdash.
Big hits here, burst comes out from AJShifter. Play Guy just needs a couple of big hits, and the hesitation in some of those approaches are really great for prompting whiffs on the drives, but Play Guy is not fast enough yet in order to punish the whiff recovery, be it by taking up space or directly getting a hit.
Catch the backdash. That's a lot of damage with the RC. Not gonna kill, but gonna set up full corner carry for Play Guy here. Next hit will do it. Oh my god!
That's doing a lot. Yeah, that's doing a lot. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna dissect that one in a little bit because that was crazy.
Yeah. That air throw was already crazy, but to follow it up with a whip DP, well, not whip DP, but
that was the whiff air throw and then landing, whiffing it and then going for DP here.
Insane behavior. Look where God just
situation
blocking
right
out
for AJ.
3C starter.
Going low.
Okay. 18 seconds left on the clock. 15, I mean, sorry. I cannot.
Oh my! I'm so shocked that the DP ended up whiffing there. Goes for the legacy. This is going to be the danger state, actually. Okay. If AJ can actually chip out Play Guy, they're in such a good situation. They can CT here. Play Guy goes for the burst.
I think Rogner takes it.
They didn't realize. That's Play Guy. That's Play Guy. That's Play Guy.
Oh my god!
AJ didn't pop OD.
They
had to pop OD there. AJ had to pop OD or just click crush trigger in that situation, and they would have taken the round.
Okay, to be fair, I don't think anyone could have been. Okay, no one could have been prepared for the situation, but that's why you also have to have a lot of awareness in fighting games. Because if AJ had clicked OD there, could have just set something up to set up a chip sequence. Because that danger state was screaming at him, just chip him out, dude, chip him out.
Yeah, if there's OD on the table in that situation as new 13, that is the prime opportunity to pop OD, chip out with drives at a spacing that's safe from DP, mind you, and then just take the health and run away and time them out after OD ends. Or find an OD cancel in your confirm in order to get the kill. It's tough if you are not necessarily used to being put in those positions, but it's more so you're talking about awareness, but I'm going to make it even more specific. It's more so being aware of your win conditions and how they're shifting in a given moment. Yeah, your win condition is not always going to be the same exact thing that you want. You're not always going to be able to kill the opponent, but timing them out or setting yourself up in a position where your opponent will screw themselves over is just as ideal. And you want to make sure that you are not you want to make sure that you are attentive to your win conditions and how they change, because they will. And if you are too caught up on wanting to win in a very specific way, you'll probably lose. Once that connects, CA comes out there. Not a full confirm. I'm assuming that AJ just wanted to get out of the corner there.
Okay. Confirm. Ooh, brought him back in for the cross under. Spicy.
Not really going to get much done with the mix following up, though. Play Guy with the early JC. Big whiffs here. Counter assault once again. They want nothing to deal with here.
No.
Goes for the counter hit Hell's Fang, actually, in order to and drops the combo. Oh my god.
This BlazBlue is happening on my screen.
The air throw. Play Guy's almost dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. But it almost.
But we're entering another situation.
Now time him out. Oh my god, no. Oh no. Okay. Fun fact. That was an air dash in. Okay. You gotta remember that when you air dash, you are not able to barrier for a pretty long period of time, depending on your character's air dash. So you really, really don't want to commit to that. Had AJ just opted to hold barrier out for those sequences, or stuck to the ground, in fact, and used act parser to side swap her command dash, they would have been able to play around and play Guy's movement super effectively here. But now they lost the round and they are getting struck in this second one coming up here.
Not again. So many close call-out situations with the timer being close to 0. I think kind of eating away at AJShifter. I think in the back of my mind, I should have won that. Oh, I should have done this. I should have done this. But you gotta let it go, man. It's a new round and new game, and gotta make something happen quick. He's up 2-0 on you.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm AJ, I would go to character select right here and take a second to kind of breathe and figure out what's coming up here next. You really, really want to take a step to kind of reassess what's going on, because I think AJ is losing a lot of momentum here primarily because it's not like they're playing badly whatsoever. Game 1 was rather competitive, extremely competitive in fact, but that game 2 was very much so in Play Guy's favor.
Game 2 is just I could see the kind of not mental per se, but the game plan kind of crumbling just because of that timeout.
Yeah. At the very least, this is going pretty damn well, all things considered. Let's see how it develops here. Backs off. Doing a pretty decent job of zoning out Play Guy, trying to cover their approaches here. Giving a lot of space. Just barely dancing outside of range here. Pops OD, they want to secure this kill.
Got killed. Yep. There we go. 4.3k. Round up, perfect. Ah, yes. Okay, this is what you need. This is what AJ needed for the mental and for the momentum. Hey, good blocks from Play Guy. High being the swords, got to get the meter up. Remember, something else Ragnar wants to do against Mercury matchup is high being all the multi hits, getting all that meter up. Hitting on that Carnage Scissors does wonders. We cannot stress this enough.
Yeah, once again, we were talking about it earlier before the set, but again, the threat of an option is super potent. I think at this point, Play Guy should pull the trigger a bit more often, kill her.
Oh!
Don't make me stand up. You don't make me stand up.
Oh my god.
Don't make me stand up. Don't make me stand up. Don't make me stand up. That's the second reversal super you haven't punished. I don't care if you didn't even get much damage, you just didn't punish it. How do you do this? How do you do this, Play Guy? How do you live with yourself?
I'm not gonna complain. He got it perfect. He ended the match.
Complaining. I'm complaining.
Okay, you
ended it sooner. You could have gotten the burst out of AJ. Maybe. We're fumbling. My goodness. But yeah, I mean, he got the right shot. JP ends up connecting here. Quick burst from AJ. Rising JA really delayed my dude connects.
Why did you dash up there?
That's not a real combo. You guys gotta stop believing in each other's combos. Y'all are lying to each other crazy. This is a toxic relationship here.
Did he get a trade combo there? Or am I tripping?
I am not too sure. Backdash gets beaten.
Oh no!
And that's going to be it here. Another blue beat!
Okay.
Good games there. It is over.
I could tell from that last knockdown, I think AJ just kind of gave up.
I think AJ thought they were dead or gave up there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is going to be a 3-0 for Play Guy in Grand Finals there, taking it over AJShifter here. Good stuff to everybody that pulled up. We do appreciate y'all for showing up there. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about. This was something that was really silly. Okay, so in game 2, Play Guy did a really specific sequence where he did 6D, JD, and then went for air throw into like, it whiffed, and then he did a DP. Let me tell you something. You could just run up 2B and achieve the same thing.
Right?
Or run up 5B and achieve the same thing.
I'm glad I'm not doing
You do not need to commit to the air throw in that situation, and if 5B or 2B are blocked, it is way less disadvantageous for you. You do not need to commit that hard to a crazy option when a much simpler thing does the same thing, but better. In fact, you would probably get a better confirm from a 5B in the corner compared to air throw in the corner. So, you know, there's that. Sorry, that comes off as a bit ruder than I mean, but like in general, like it's a thing that happens often in BlazBlue. Like there's a lot of ways in which you can achieve it's really tempting to like go for a hard call out, but you can actually do a much simpler, safer thing that covers even more options, and like has even better reward. So, like there are things like that to kind of like take a look at there.
In BlazBlue, there's a lot of ways you can win, but sometimes you really do just gotta do what you need to win. Like you can cut the flashy stuff. It's just, you know, there are a lot of stuff where begrudgingly, just do the shit that makes you win, dude.
You just got to keep it simple there. Well, either way, I do want to say thank you all for coming out here. Once again, just kind of want to go over a couple of things that are coming up on the BostonBlueBeat side of things. Once again, we do have our monthly that is coming up this Saturday. That is going to be, doors will open at 2 p.m. It'll have all of our usual games, CF, Strive, Exert, Sailor Moon S, so on and so forth. We also got Tekken 7 and GranBlue versus Rising there. Be sure to pull up, especially if you like Tekken 7. It's going to be literally our last Tekken 7 bracket at a monthly, like, ever.
For
at least the main game.
Great. Bro, that game comes out next month?
Yeah, comes out next month.
Dude, goddamn.
It's crazy. Same for Uni 2. So be sure to, keep that in mind. We do have signups on site indoors, on site at Balance Patch, so be sure to pull up. You can also type !monthly if you want to sign up. And don't forget, this whole stream was indeed powered by Junk Food Arcades, known for their snack box micros. They got a collection of controllers available for purchase and customization. The Swirl is a new controller being developed featuring all of the stuff that you would want on a snack box with the accessibility of a pad for use outside of even fighting games. People have been using that for like Dark Souls. It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Also keep in mind, if you guys like Plus R, whether playing or watching, we will have our Plus R bracket tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. Same stream, same Discord, you know, the usual. And we will also have brackets next week. After next week, after the 18th and the 19th, we'll be on break for the holidays, and then we'll be back on January 9th. So just to kind of go over all the stuff that we got going on over there. Now, I believe we got a couple of people we can raid over here. I think Impurist Club is still open. Let me see if Dove is still up as well.
We got one thing we forgot, though.
Oh, what's up?
Y'all claim the Matcherino codes?
We had issues with Matcherino code that the
for real?
Yeah. We'll see what's going on from there. We'll probably put out a tweet or something. You can follow us at BostonBlueBeat. Should that be resolved, but keep that in mind. You can also just make regular contributions to the pot if you feel, or do sponsor requests, whatever you feel is appropriate. So, you know, just keep that in mind there. With that being said, Aerodad, is there anything you want to talk about real quick before we leave? You got to speed run this, mind you.
Not really. Just shout outs to, you know, BostonBlueBeat for what they do online, offline. Big part of like my FGC journey, you know, having an online tournament like this. Before COVID, these guys put in so much for the seed, and I'm glad CF has consistent online weekly. Hopefully, you know, something blows up, and you know, maybe just Arctis. I don't know. I'm saying, and you know, people want to play your games. I think you should support the people playing your games. I want BostonBlueBeat, like, just, I don't know. I like fighting games, man. Thank you for having me on commentary.
No problem, man. All right, well, I think that's all we really got to talk about today. Have a good day. Thank you for signing up, and we hope to see you again next week. Take it easy.
See y'all.